Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back into the mists, back through the mists, into the Vale of Barovia, as we continue our Curse of Strahd campaign. And a huge welcome to all of you, he said, dramatically going with the music. I hope you are all doing very, very well, as we are, and we're looking forward to getting into this session here. A slightly streamlined group of people you might see here, as we are unfortunately without a few adventurers, but we will be continuing our story and providing some entertainment for all of you lovely people. Thank you for jumping in and joining us for this. Now, speaking of thank yous, let me say a few more, as a huge thank you to all of you again for being here already, but also to anyone catching up with the VOD in the VOD squad. Thank you for joining us on our adventures whenever you get the opportunity to do so. It is an absolute pleasure. Now, thank yous also go out to, not here so we cannot witness them being all shy and nervous, but a massive thank you to our artist for only Zenicus' art today on this particular layout, but a huge.
That was almost good timing because I just changed my hair color on my token and it switched as you said Zenicus art. I was like, whoa, that was really good timing.
Nice. Hey, massive thank you to our very own Emma for the incredible pictures for our different characters here. Today you can see Zenicus. Esmeralda is using the modules art because it's awesome.
It is. It
awesome.
Really is.
Quite awesome enough already. And also that is, you can see the work of Emma on our Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign when it returns from its summer break next month. But do head on over to Emma's Twitter and give her a follow and see all of the stuff that's going on. Now, moving on, let us also say thank you for the audible contribution to tonight's little session that we have here. As we let's say a massive thank you to the wonderful people at Sirenscape for all of the incredible music and sound effects that they produce. There are official Wizards of the Coast modules already set up for you to use, like the Curse of Strahd that we'll be using tonight, and also lots of other things for Pathfinder games, the Call of Cthulhu board games, science fiction stuff, all kinds of awesome things. And moving on, let us also say thank you, music-wise, for the wonderful people over on YouTube. 3 channels that we like to use: Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey. Head on over to our YouTube channel and check out any of the VODs that are there, and you can get the information, the links for those channels in the information of those videos. And also catch up with all of our different stories. That everything is logged there for you to enjoy at your leisure. And our Twitter is also there if you want to keep up to date on news and what is happening on the Phoenix Iwaki channel. Now, that said, there is also one more link in those VODs over on Patreon. The rather fantastic Will Savino. A paid one, but well worth it, because there are lots and lots of amazing music that he is producing for all of your TTRPG, and be it online or in-person needs. So, well worth the money and the cost of that. Now, enough of those people that aren't here. Let's talk to the people that are here. Let's have a quick hello and see, who are you? Who are you playing? And how are they doing right now? As I'm going to go below me, and then below that. First up, Zenicus.
Hello. I'm Michael. I'm playing Zenicus, the Eladrin Blood Hunter, who has a little bit of thing going as a Blood Hunter. He happened to be bitten by a werewolf and happens to be one now. But I mean, it's going okay.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to use it in combat in a while because I keep using it for RP purposes. And not having it, the combat springs, I'm like, oh yeah, I can only get one use of that for short rest. So, oh well, have to be a bit more careful.
Indeed. Okay, should we homebrew it that if you get bitten again, you get 2 uses?
I mean, I got bitten quite a lot in that last fight. Does that mean I've got like 6 uses?
Alright, thank you. And moving on down.
Answer.
Esmeralda. Please.
Hello, my name is Maren. I'm playing Esmeralda. I died 2 weeks ago. And that's also kind of going okay, but not really. I'm horribly traumatized and working through that and all the implications of that. But for what it's worth, I am a blade singing battle master, but I'm not horribly traumatized. And yeah, we'll see how we do.
Indeed.
Just lost almost all of my memories, so we're working through that as well.
Alright, thank you. And I am John, who's playing everyone else in this valley of ours. As the music gets very, very dramatic. Quilled.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yes!
Thank you very much.
We
Always
need
good.
it.
I mean, we all have inspiration already, so that was the only option.
I mean, with the only 2 of us, I think it's only fair to balance things out.
I agree.
So, regardless, Quilled, it is nice to see you as always. Hi, Daff, how you doing? Yes, that's right, Daffodilly. We are off to Argenvostholt today.
I'm never going to be able to pronounce that without hearing someone else say it first. Yeah, but I have to hear it first and repeat it.
Gotcha. Alright, speaking of Sirenscape, let's just calm this down here and start this. There we go. Some Sirenscape original music for your listening pleasure here from the Argenvostholt soundset. Now, last time we were here in Barovia, Vanta was charging up the hillside of Krisk, aiming to get as quickly as possible to the abbey above and bring the abbot because, as Esmeralda said, she was slain and lying dead, lifeless, pushing up the daisies in the snow. And as she arrived up there, ignoring all the bestial roars of the various beast folk that dwell within the Abbey of Krisk, she met someone new in the dining hall of the Abbey. Strahd's bride-to-be, as created by the abbot, perfection in his eyes. And as they went back to fetch Esmeralda for the abbot to try and resurrect, as they promised to be able to do, they remembered Krieg had a wedding dress in his pack from Vallaki, which is what the abbot was asking as price for the resurrection of their friend, and also the burgomaster's daughter here in the village. Now, as they returned, they brought Esmeralda into the building of the abbey, laid them on the table that the abbot had cleared for them, and as they tried to convince the abbot that they should really wait until the next morning so that they could use Talk with Dead to double check that Esmeralda was really up for this, and this is what they wanted to happen. Heated words were had, during which the abbot revealed themselves to be an angel, sent to claim back this holy land for their gods, the Morning Lords, Lathander. The angel's name you may have heard if you have been around on Phoenixiwaki for a while. The angel's name was Tidra, disgraced after her own sons had spurned her in Avernus, as you may have noticed, or you may have seen as we played our Descent into Avernus campaign. And she has been sent here as penance, trying to make amends for bolstering Asmodeus and his nefarious schemes. Now, after their rest, they did attempt the Speak with Dead spell, and as Vanta tried, Esmeralda came violently reanimated and screaming was torn to pieces and dissipated out into the mist beyond the windows of the abbey's walls. And the abbot yelled down at them from above, "How dare they? How dare they mess up all of their plans? Get out! Get out!" And they were magically transported by the celestial magic of Tidra, wagons and all, beyond the walls of Kresk, outside in the Svalich woods, as night fell. They realized this was a very dangerous place to be, and quickly made for the tower on the Lake Baratok, which they knew to be a safe haven and where their friends were waiting for them. But as they did, the horses became skittish and spooked, and stopped, refusing to move, and they saw ahead of them a figure in the mist, standing in the middle of the road. Approaching cautiously, they realized it was Esmeralda. But as she turned towards them, her eyes changed. 2 pools of swirling mist. They followed her gaze up, past their shoulders, above to the trees at the side of the road, and as the mist swirled and parted, they saw the Baroness of Kresk, the Burgomaster's wife, and her guards, who had been sent to try and find a wedding dress when the adventurers did not recall that they had one with them. Unfortunately, slain and strewn up in the trees above, like some kind of macabre festival decorations. It was then that they started to hear the wolves howling, getting closer, and they decided that they needed to move as quickly as possible. They swung up onto the wagon and, urging the ethereal horses to speed, they clattered down the road through the trees as giant wolves closed in from all sides. But they managed to fend them off and escape from the foul beasts that were trying to waylay them, and they made it to the safety of the tower on Lake Baratok. There they were reunited with who you may know as Van Richten, who we know as Ayamaris, Xenacus and Esmeralda's senpai, if you will. And he was very disturbed to learn that Esmeralda had fallen and returned in this strange form, changed, and without her memories. She seemed to be unable to recall anything from before the time in Barovia. And that's where we left our adventurers, joined together by Esmeralda's misfortune, swearing to get to the conclusion of this, to bring together all of the items, all of the things prophesized in Madame Eva's Tarocca reading, and take the fight to the Dark Lord of this particular realm, and to deal as much damage to Strahd von Zarovich himself, as they swore vengeance against the Dark Lords. Sorry, excuse us while we have a couple of late arrivals. Ta-da! Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
How are we doing? Everyone, sorry, excuse the overlay. I was not ready for this.
Sorry, John. Yeah. Yeah, Steph. She'll be joining us probably a little shorter after, but.
Okay, separately or on the same computer?
Possibly separately. We'll go.
We shall see. We shall see. Okay. No worries. No worries. Bear with us, folks. Yusa, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
My name is Colby. I'm playing Craig, our Swarmkeeper Ranger.
There he is.
And he's a little mentally weary, but he's here for the action.
Okay. Craig there. And sorry, everyone. Excuse this.
Crick now.
Go away, go away, go away. Okay, and Krieg has inspiration. There you are, sir. That is yours. And this one can go up there. And we just need Esmeralda, and then we are sorted. Esmeralda, come back to us. Hello. And this one. Zoom. Ow. Nope. Wrong one. At least we have this fabulous Sirenscape music to keep us entertained. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm being very entertained by your noises that you're coming up with at the moment.
Me?
Yeah.
What was that?
Meow, meow. You're doing it.
This is my adjusting the overlay noises, apparently.
I like it.
Okay,
I like it so much better that you didn't even realize you were doing it.
Alright. So, there we go. All arranged, nice and pretty. Right then, let us dive into this. As we move forward a little, and you are making your way through the Svalek Woods, and towards the junction where you saw the signpost pointing to Argenvostholt. Now, how are you traveling?
I mean, I presumed we took Ez's carriage, but how far is it roughly from the tower to there? Like, because we saw it in the distance, so we should know a rough idea of like how long it would take. Is it like walking distance, or is it like now we're gonna need this carriage kind of thing?
Just a moment. If memory serves me right, I do have the map set up so there is a proper distances.
You did indeed.
So let me bring you over to said map. Yoink.
Oh, and a reminder for Colby that Xenakis' hair color is now like brown, which is a
Got
sign
it.
of
Thank you.
the changing of seasons and therefore his feelings about what's going on.
Okay, everyone bear with the map a moment as it takes a moment to load in. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there you go. So,
That's
You
there,
able
isn't
to
it?
move the dots. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be able to.
I'm going to use the little...
3 miles?
I'm going to use our little bat friend here.
It's this one, isn't it, over here?
So it goes to here. It's half a mile to
Isn't
the
that
junction there.
The Ghost Dragon Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
And then
which
it's a
one.
mile back to the main road. 2 miles to the junction. And then all the way is 3.8 miles.
Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Down here.
Yeah. Can you see my markers? My way markers?
No.
See the little
Oh,
dots.
okay.
Chat.
Only on the stream.
Oh, okay,
cannot
yeah,
see
straight,
them
yeah,
on
they're on stream,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I can see them on stream, but not on the actual overlay.
Okay, so
Oh
that,
yeah.
that is just shy of 4 miles.
Okay.
So it's like,
as far
yeah,
as I thought
it's
it
like it's like an hour, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of reason why this is a very popular sandbox module, because it is very compact and easy to get around. So I think if the plan was to be a bit stealthier about things.
Yeah, we wouldn't have taken the carriage
Yeah.
if it was that close. I was
Yeah.
thinking it was like 10 miles or something, but yeah, if it's only 4, then
Go, Batty,
Yeah,
go!
it's doable.
Whee. Okay. So
I mean we're fit, healthy adventurers, an hour is perfectly reasonable.
yeah, and I think like I say, you were planning to be stealthier, and not use the
So
carriage.
we saw some weird, funky stuff last time we got near, so we'll be a bit more cautious this time.
Father John, sorry, do we have a long rest before this is happening?
No,
Okay.
no, because this was it was only like midday by the time you got back to the tower. So
I think we had a short rest at some point. But
there would have been you would have been able to have a short rest at the tower, yes.
Okay. I'm not sure that's really I might use some hit die in that case.
I'm gonna say, so that's a good point. Like, because you haven't done anything since you're coming back. Because
Doesn't mean I'm in very good shape. I have one hit point.
so you looked rough when we first saw you coming back. Interesting.
Well, yes.
'Cause we all had
a.
a nice long rest before we thought not that long ago.
Yeah. So can I take a short rest, John?
Yep, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Stealth means no flying. Craig's sad.
Unless you're stealthing through the trees, like jumping from perch to perch, like kind of doing a little flap just to between each like kind of area, just to kind of keep yourself. If you can't make the jump, you just kind of flap over.
Like how they jump through the trees in Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. You get your wings straight back.
All right. So. Oh, why is that? I don't want you to show our little batty friends bits. There we go. Okay, that's worked. Right. So, yes. How are you walking? Are you being
Unstably, most likely.
stealthy?
Leisurely.
Yeah,
Or
Stealthily.
otherwise?
yeah. Just how are you walking? Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, please, everyone, give me a group stealth check if you'd be so kind.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We're strutting down the way.
No, I'm not. I'm plus 8 to stealth. I got an 11.
Wow.
We're still not very steady on our
I
feet.
also-
Okay, we're learning how to walk.
Is that
I
another?
also have a +8, and I rolled a 1.
Nice! I join you on that, because I rolled a 1 too.
Oh wow.
Lord.
Unbelievable. we are
Suppose
like
We are
Scooby-Doo.
strutting down. We are strutting down
We
the rock.
really are.
See what happens when we don't bring us Vantanus. Oh, I suppose they're
Clearly,
probably coming
yeah,
just
no.
behind us. They're coming after us for some
Nothing can
reason.
kill me now.
They had to stay behind for an hour or two, hence why they're not with us right this second.
Actually, Vanta is looking after Stella, trying to figure out what was happening there.
So, and Athara will. She was probably stealthing around, scouting around, and we'll.
We just
come
haven't
back.
noticed her yet.
She's stealthed so well, she's disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, we have she here's the mess that we're making is like fuck. I get involved in that, stealthing out to kind
I
of
don't be associated with this.
yeah, stealthing around, keeping it out of our terrible, disastrous way.
Oh, hang on. I need to remember my disadvantage from Quilt. There it is.
Looking at every tree we see.
Really?
To look.
So
mean,
while we are three stooges tripping around the forest,
No wolves.
I mean, Daffodilly says ignoring the sound of the wolves and underbrush. You guys just think it's Xenacus, and Xenacus just thinks
Yeah,
it's you
it's
guys
true, too.
mocking him. So it's fine.
All right.
Ow.
So, you make your way down the rough path, sticking to the edges near the trees, being cautious, but not too quiet, unfortunately.
Like one of the things where you're trying to avoid the branches, but you hit every single crunchy branch. Shit.
Yes, you've been too used to traveling by wagon, clearly.
Yeah.
And you are making your way towards the main road. Now, let's see, passive perceptions. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But Krieg's is a little higher, so Krieg first, and then you two shortly after realize that there is something moving on the main road ahead.
Play with Tara.
It's likely, yeah.
Her stealth checks were so bad. It's probably with Tara.
So, what do you do?
Well, we're not. How far are we from the road?
You're approaching, like 100 meters or so.
I would
Here-
think that, like, Krieg would kind of, like, put an arm out.
The whole
Or, like,
wing
put a
blocking
hand
the-
up.
I walk into it, I'm
blocking
pretty
the
sure.
whole road.
And let them know, guys, there's something's up there.
Is it Tara?
Would you be able to see it if it was?
I don't think so.
Can you see anything?
Yeah, we all kind of narrow our eyes, like,
Enhance.
Okay, and yes, as you
Oh wow.
crouch
Yay.
down at the end of the edge of the road there, you see shuffling, not looking very comfortable in their own body, a figure moving, shambling along the road towards the junction to Argenvostholz, so towards the southeast.
Gambling.
I don't like that shambling, guys.
I mean, we'd go for a little shamble ourselves, weren't we?
Is it the shamble of someone who usually shambles in
Shambles?
this way, or is shamble someone who's, injured or trying to be
Is this a
stealthy?
casual
Is it a casual shamble?
or is this a kind of like a put-on shamble?
A jaunty shamble?
Or a bit of a having a laugh shamble?
Give me an insight check.
Insight check. I got a 22.
Okay.
I can't see what it is, but I know
Okay.
there's something about it.
You know exactly what kind of shamble this is.
Esmeralda, you know what's going on here because you experienced something slightly similar as you were returned to Barovia, and your first little while in this body of yours felt unfamiliar, like it wasn't you, it wasn't yours. And that kind of movement is what you see here. Something trying on something new.
I do not like how you phrase that.
Entirely reassuring. I mean, I don't really want to think of myself as trying on this new body and what I end up with again, but okay. We're gonna bring it in. I think if that doesn't look like that body belongs to it. I don't know what it is.
That
I
body
mean-
doesn't belong to it.
I mean, just look the way it's moving. I mean, look the way I moved when I first came back. I feel like I had to learn how to walk all over again in that moment. There's something strange about it. Can't you see?
I mean, yeah, but now he's like not looking at it. He's kind of looking at you, very worried and very like concerned.
He's focused. She doesn't really notice.
Okay. Suggestions? Plans?
We can't see it very well from here.
Go up being friendly? I mean, it could be like you. Could be someone who's just like friendly who got on your body.
Could be someone in trouble.
Or it could be a horrific evil monster ready to kill us all. So how
Yes.
shall we approach this?
I think Craig is going to try to look in the forest, like on either side of the shambling figure, to see if he can see any other figures shambling in wait.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
There are 4 other shamblers.
Okay, 21. Much better than
Nice.
my self check.
You are pretty
Better.
confident that there are no others with this one. And the way it's moving, it looks like it would be pretty noisy. And if they weren't on the road, it would be making quite a racket.
Xenicus is gonna give the symbol for Craig to kinda go up a bit. It's gonna get a bit of advantage. So the
It's
point is
at this point, it's disappearing from view unless you're going to follow it.
oh, that's so like yeah, Xenicus gonna move forward and
Let's tail it.
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah,
It is-
follow it.
suggesting you tail from him a bit higher up.
I'll give Esmeralda a little more with that insight check. It is shambling with purpose. It It is a determined shamble.
Well,
A determined shamble. Okay.
Determined. So it's a
How do
familiar,
you qualify this?
determined shamble.
With
We
purpose.
have with purpose. We've nailed the kind of shamble. Xenakis is gonna follow, but try and kind of keep to the trees a little bit. If my previous stealth
Yeah.
check sticks in, then it's clearly not very well done. But he's gonna try anyway.
Doesn't seem to pay attention or notice anyway.
I have no idea that my stealth check was bad, so it's good.
Right?
Right there with you. We're brilliant.
Thank you.
We're like doing this, like jumping between the path and the trees at each end of the path, like
Really clumsy somersaults between the trees and the bushes.
really obvious that people are running across the path, like Scooby-Doo style. That's coming, like the camera stays on the path, and we're just jumping, running back and forth between the path.
Zoinks.
Looks so cool. Not stealthy at all.
Okay, so
While tailing.
Krieg, you're breaking my immersion with that direct sunlight. It's very
And the dog-
Burns us.
We
un-Barovian
did say that-
sunlight.
The dawn will come. And there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Behold, the dawn.
Can you just like funnel that light through the camera onto Strahd?
That's metagame.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you follow after this creature, humanoid, regular assortment of limbs, and clothed, somewhat raggedly.
You appreciate regular assortments of limbs.
And after a while,
They were so...
they make it to the junction, and you remember seeing it before with the signpost, and it turns and starts determinedly shambling in the direction of Argon Vostot.
I mean, it's going the same way. Should we at least, like, try and get it? I mean, if it's a bad thing, we don't want it to join more bad things. And if it's a good
Yeah,
thing,
should we stop
then,
it?
I mean, we should at least
I
make
mean,
it.
gotta
Let's be
figure out
prepared.
who it is first.
How do we do that without other than getting too close?
Hmm.
Can I make an investigation check or something to kind of learn? Because we've been trailing it for a while now, and like like to see what kind of like, is it like a zombie or is it like some sort of like other kind of creature that I like maybe I've heard of like in my book, just from like watching it as we've been tailing it.
Give me...
Investigation. Been watching it for a while.
Yeah, that would be okay. Are you proficient in that?
I am indeed.
Okay.
And okay, that is 21.
Nice. It's tricky. There are elements that remind you of a zombie, but it seems very driven, and very determined. For compared to
Oh,
others
zombie.
that you have come across.
Esmeralda shuffles around her bag and pulls out a spyglass, which she has. Would you like to look through it, please?
Yeah, be my guest.
Look at us
Okay.
remembering to use the item.
I think I have one.
Those are really
Put
expensive.
my spyglass. It was in my wagon. What
And?
do I see?
Um,
Do I need to roll anything for it, or?
no, because it is daylight, such as it is in Barovia.
Mm.
There is a certain amount of decay
Okay.
on the parts of exposed flesh that you can see.
How reassuring.
You do see it stop at one point as you're looking through the spyglass, and it kind of like bangs itself on the side of the head, and you see a clod of earth with a wriggling worm sticking out of it fall out of its ear.
Okay, well, it's not fresh.
Oh. That's not a
Oh.
word I wanted to hear.
I'll pass the spyglass around, I guess. We can try and sort of
Yep.
keeping it.
Definitely
Insight.
not fresh. Ugh. Do we just follow it? It seems to know where it's going, or do we?
What do you know about zombies in Barovia?
You met the ones in Strahd's catacombs.
Have we ever heard of them anywhere else?
Yeah, Esmeralda, you would know. In your scouting out of the terrain and the local area, there are zombies around and about.
Was it
Everyday
Strahd affiliated, or just sort of like, oh, there goes another one kind of thing?
Sorry, talked over each other a little bit there.
No, just wondering, are they specifically more associated with Strahd, or are they kind of just something that happens sometimes?
I know they're creations of Strahd.
Okay. Well, if it's a creation of Strahd and it's going in the direction that we're going, we probably shouldn't let it do whatever it's planning to do. Is my feeling on this.
Stealthy takedown.
They come to
Sounds
that.
good to me.
I think that will be the plan then. Like, I think the idea is to kind of, like for Xenakis anyway, is to kind of grapple it down to the ground and try and see if it answers in any sort of like sentient way. If it does not, if it does, then conversation at least.
You try and grapple it?
Indeed.
Okay. So give me. It's been a while. Hey, Legion.
Secret grapple.
The
Give
worst
me
one to do.
another. Give me another stealth check.
Okay.
Let's see what passive perception
My
is.
turn! I got the natural one this time.
Are you both going? I thought it was just Seneca's.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a group check. My bad. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just as bad as I was before.
Well, I only got a 9, so that was a
Useless.
+5 as well.
Useless.
Oh, for shit tonight.
We're very insightful, though.
There's something about
gotta give
today.
us that.
Poor Chris was having a rough old time in the Underdark before. Earlier today or yesterday.
Hopefully I roll
depending.
better on my grapple check, my athletics check, because I don't have much of a plus to it.
Just in case, I'm going to check what the passive perception is, because luckily Chris and his friends are up against Darrow, which their passive perception is 7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was not a problem. And also they had Queen Asara. Not Asara. She's a queen. She's a queen. But they had Queen. Mental block. Pardon?
Laura?
Yes, thank you. Queen Aurora. Passive perception. Oh, no, much better than a Darrow. Okay.
It's -16, isn't it? So it's passive perception.
That's not what much better
No
means. Not what much better
No
means. Okay, so you start to make your way. Now, sorry, Esmeralda, were you going with or not?
Well, I thought we were doing a group check. I probably would be going along with anyways, though.
Yeah. Craig,
Crashing into every single thing that I can see.
Craig, what are you doing?
Krieg is hanging back. He's trying to stay away from this thing a little bit. And his plan is to let Xenakis run distraction. And,
That's the plan. That is completely
and
the
then
plan.
he's going to
Seneca
try.
doesn't know this, but that is the plan.
I'm just kind of shambling through myself at this point, clearly, from my rules. I haven't quite figured out the whole limb placement thing yet.
God, limbs, what do they do?
I don't even know. It's so many of them.
Okay, so you two start to make your way forward, and Xenakis trips over a root half buried in the leaves. Oh! And as he does so, he is startled by the raiding party. Josh, our good friend, dreaded GM, welcome. It's very good to see you. We are just getting going, so welcome on in. Being 43 minutes later, but we are just getting going. And an absolute pleasure to have you all here.
Shambling talk.
I hope you had a lovely chill session there. Hey, welcome everyone. Good to see you as always. Okay. Oh, it's just like old times. A dreaded GM raid on our Curse of Strahd game. Our first ever raid on the channel was from this fine fellow. Right. I hope you had a great session, mate. And welcome everyone. And let those mimics fly. Oh, sorry, not a mimic. Just a heart. It's just a heart. And you are witness to this interesting occurrence here.
I'm rolling amazing, so it's great.
All rolling amazing.
The adventurers making their way towards Argon Vostholt, the large broken-down manor house up on the hill above the Barez swamp village, have found a shambling figure moving along the road, and they are trying to sneak up on it and do a stealth takedown, and failing miserably as Xenicus trips over a root half concealed by dry, half rotten leaves, and Esmeralda, looking to see what happened to Xenicus, walks straight into a low-lying branch with a satisfying clunk and
Probably did fall onto him, actually, at that point.
the shambling figure stops and turns round back, looking towards you and seeing you both, calls out.
Oh, lovely.
If I can find it. Yeah.
Justice will be at my hands.
No more what?
Justice will be at my hands, I believe. And it turns and sprints in the opposite direction.
Craig is gonna fly after it and try to grab it as well.
What's your fly speed?
I believe it is 50. Let me double check that though.
Mm-hmm.
The leg.
Go for the hamstring.
Let us
Yes, 50.
jump this up a bit here. 50? Okay. So this creature starts sprinting as fast as Esmeralda or Xenicus can go, as it has a full 30 foot of speed, and it starts to make its way, quickly up the hill towards the mansion up above. And Krieg, you open your wings and soar down the opening between the trees that is the pathway here. What do you do when you catch up? Because you will.
I'm gonna try and tackle it.
Okay.
Running on after.
Go for it.
So I'm a bit faster than Esmeralda. I've got 40 foot.
So you're trying to grapple?
Is it Yes. So is that athletics?
Athletics
or...
for you, yep. Okay. What's that kind
Well,
for everyone?
that was an 8.
Okay, so you
They're killing
swoop down on the figure, and it, let's see here. It is also going to use its athletics. It says that you are one of Strahd's minions and I shall kill you. And it gets a 21 and just
Oh my god.
bats you to the side, and you bounce off a tree with unhuman strength. And you see up close this half-decayed, clearly face of a corpse, but animated and roaring anger and spitting at you as you try to grab it unsuccessfully, and it continues dashing. Are you going to try again? Because Xenicus and Esmeralda, I'm afraid you can't catch up here. Actually, well, if you sprint this time, you could.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, also, did we hear what it said there to Craig?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, no, we're not! Definitely just out back.
Stirring words.
Oh, no, we're not!
Go on, I did that last time. Did that joke. It's not even pantomime season. Alright.
It's always pantomime season.
Explains a lot. Now.
Long as the Frankies don't show up, we'll be fine.
Give me a persuasion check. With
I'm not very good at this.
with disadvantage after that attack by
that's-
Craig.
Completely fair. That's 10.
A 10? Okay. It just snarls at you, whatever the last thing it said there in the Sirenscape, and just continues bolting down the road.
how far away would you say it is at this point? Because I'd like to cast a web if I can.
60 feet.
Perfect. That is the exact range of the spell. So it's a 20-foot cube, and it is a dex save of 14.
Okay. Boom. Only an 8. So what happens?
So I, like, kind of lifting myself up off the ground, I'll kind of, like, throw my hand out, and the little fey bugs turn into spiders, and they just kind of shoot forward, and they start spraying the area around this fellow with web, and he runs straight into one of the, like, anchor lines, and he's just stuck.
He's completely restrained?
I believe so.
Alright. So, yes, you're...
Yeah. So the creature is... Let's see. Restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free.
Okay. So yeah, the spiders shoot forth with your magic, and the webbing spreads out, and the creature, as it's wildly still not in complete control of its body, you know, it's like flailing its arms around as it runs, trying to get towards the Argon Vostholt, is wrapped up and caught by the webbing, and tumbles, roaring in frustration. No, get off me! Now I must get back to the Order. You agents of Strahd, you can kill me, but I'll be back, and I'll find you and destroy you all.
I'm gonna like pull out the sword and like put it towards it, which is the sword that kind of glows with light. Do we look like agents of Strahd?
What foul witchblade is that? Come any closer, and I will tear free of this and destroy you all.
I'm just like looking at the other two, like.
I mean, maybe if you want to talk to him, we shouldn't throw a sword at him.
It
might send the wrong message.
light.
I mean, I
sword.
get what you're trying to do, but it's still a sword.
We've
I get this
got nothing to
sense-
do with Strahd.
We might be on the same side. This may have been a terrible misunderstanding.
We're heading to. See, I can't do it. I can't do it unless I hear it.
Argon Vostholt.
Argon Vostholt.
Argon Vostholt. I'm like, you know, shit. Argon Vostholt.
See how you
cannot even say
the name of that holy place.
We're going there to
We all
find
have
something
our
to stop
outlaws.
Strahd.
So let's have a think here. What's the check, Krieg? Another strength check?
It's strength 14.
Okay. Oof. You can see it straining viciously against the webbing, but it does not able to break free. And then, so yeah, what do you say next?
Only pushes Zenekas to put his sword away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I say it's that we're going to Argon Vostholt to find a relic to defeat Strahd.
Okay, it just hisses back. If there is anything there, we would have already found it. It is our home, our sacred right, and we should defend it to this day.
There we go. I think I also hold the bit so the zombie guy.
So you're breaking up a lot there, mate.
Sorry, hold on.
That's better.
Okay, I think Krieg would also, like, hold up the pendant, you know, and show him Look, we're here. We're against him.
Which pendant is that?
The pendant of the Thanes.
And the creature just growls. He's like, I do not know what manner of witchery or forest magic that is. Get back!
Sit down,
Do
Strahd.
not get in the way of our holy crusade.
What is
Against
the
Strahd.
crusade?
Second Esmeralda?
No, I was asking your crusade against Strahd.
Of course we are! The tyranny that blights this land, and you that serve him.
No, how do we join?
You do not want to be part of our cursed band.
I'm already cursed. She's
Strahd's
pretty
already killed me
cursed.
once.
We're pretty cursed. Like, he's fine, but I mean, what's one more curse?
Who, Esmeralda or Xenicus, which of you is making the persuasion here? One of you can have one more go. Still with disadvantage.
I'm presuming. Well, if I'm helping her, can I cancel out the disadvantage?
Yes.
Cool. Then on you go.
So just a straight roll?
Yep.
Alright, sorry in advance for the natural one that's gonna come. Well, it's close. It was natural 2, plus 3, which is 5.
Okay.
These are all.
We're doing dire with rolls.
I have really one thing over 5
And
in the past hour.
Same.
at that point,
Oh lord.
this creature roars with anger and hatred and tears out of the webbing. And Xenicus, as it looks to you, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh,
All of us?
Nope, just you.
Oh, well. Wisdom save. Nice. 18. My best roll of the night. Thank God it was that one.
You gotta choose.
All
What
right.
inspiration? Oh, well.
Let's have a look here. 18.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you feel this horrible like headache, just like there's these eyes, these undead eyes burning with hatred, burn through and just look into your very core, but they do not manage to do what they were aiming to do. And I need all of you to roll initiative, please.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, everyone's already there. Go away, everyone.
God.
Actually,
God.
just type
shit, roll.
type over your initiative as well, so okay?
Okay. Oh, I don't see anything in the turn order.
Oh, okay. In which case, I'll do it near
You
then.
then.
Okay. Just a moment, everyone. Sorry, I was not expecting this.
I mean, we were trying not to fight it
Yeah.
after we realized what it was.
Let's see here. Zoop. Boop. There you go. See those okay?
got it.
Great initiative by all of us.
How'd you guys remember?
I rolled a 9, but luckily that means it's still the 13 for me.
Okay.
Single digits. What is it with this evening?
Alright. So,
That looks.
let's see. Ba-ba-da. Boom. Okay, Esmeralda, you go first. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack it. I will cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe on Xenacus, because I feel like Xenacus can do more damage than I can if he goes crazy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm casting Protection Evil Good on you, Xenacus.
Cool. Protection from evil here, so I know what that is.
It's in the Roll20 chat.
Ah, is it? Cool.
Yeah. And I'm also going to activate Blade Song.
Okay, thank you. Xenacus, you're next.
He has chosen violence, so I will, using the sword, but I'm making non-lethal attacks. I'm just trying, like, I'm going to be hitting him, but I'm just going to be trying to hit him with the blunt side of the sword.
Okay.
Just to kind of, like, swat him back.
No, stop.
So, well, I mean, the first one was, of course, a nat one. And...
What? How is this possible?
because that's my second of the night so far. We're only, what, like, half an hour into actual gameplay and I've rolled 2 nat ones. So, second attack is better, but not great. Well, actually, that's pretty good, actually. 19. Sorry, 18.
Alright. Let me just have a quick look here. So the 18 hits.
Yep. Okay, so that is 3 plus 9, so that is 12. And I'm going to say it's bludgeoning damage rather than slashing.
Okay.
Because I'm hitting him with the blunt side of the sword.
Yeah.
Just like, no, we don't want to hurt you. So like swatting him away as he's coming towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Like clearly in a defensive posture rather than an offensive posture.
Yes, totally. Okay. So that was 11, you said?
Yeah, 11.
Thank you.
With a magical weapon, if that matters.
Okay. And I should grab the angry shouting bits to go along with black battle music here. Where is it? This one?
You do not deserve to live.
There you go.
My gosh. Yeah, it's a bit mean.
Okay. This thing just looks full of hatred. And it is its turn. As you have rushed towards it, Xenacus, it is going to narrow its eyes. And it's like, I can smell it. The curse of the wolf is on you. And just comes charging towards you. It is unarmed, so it's just swinging its fists.
I mean, that is a very fair assessment to me.
First one, 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay, and the second one, 24.
That hit.
Okay.
Ow.
You take 8 bludgeoning and an extra 13 on top of that.
Jeez.
So, 21. Nope. Yes, 21. So
What was that extra damage?
Huh?
Was it just bludgeoning?
It is all bludgeoning, yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so this thing just
Nasty.
rockets towards you and just... The punch just slams into your chest and there's just this unnatural force behind it. Krieg, what do you do?
Okay. So seeing Xenacus take that hit, it's pretty clear to me that this thing is not going to be letting up. So we're going to take a couple of shots at it.
Go for it.
Okay, first one is a 29.
No hit.
Okay, so we're gonna use I have 1 slot left. We're not gonna use Hunter's Mark though, but we are gonna agitate the swarm.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 13.
Key point break up there.
It's
Something,
D6.
something teen.
There was a teen. It's a teen of some kind.
Okay, so it's 17 total. It's
All right.
13 piercing and 4 force damage from the swarm.
Okay, thank you. Next.
And second shot.
Life. I thought it
Does
said
17.
17 hits, yep. It's got very shoddy, rusted, broken chainmail.
Got it. Okay. So that one is going to be 18 damage. Well,
Again,
piercing,
something
force.
teen. Was misses the first bit.
18 total.
Okay, thank you.
12 piercing, 6 force.
Thank you. Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure they
your
said
wings.
They took my leg for nothing.
life.
Oh,
The wings whoosh open and you go up above Esmeralda and Xenacus and shoot down from above, and you do a couple of very nasty hits there. Thank you. It's Crick's turn. Esmeralda.
Esmeralda does not want this to go in the way it's going. I can't actually see where we are in the battle map at all.
There is no map at all. It's just you're just
Okay,
you're just
that's fine.
fighting this on the road.
Okay, in that case, is it possible for me to hold my action and say something?
Well, you could speaking as a free action.
Okay. So first off, from action, I'd like to hold it, and if this guy attacks Xenacus again, can I shove Xenacus out of the way so he doesn't get hit? Is that a possibility, or can I like preempt it? I don't know if that's a possibility at all, or if
you
there's
can
some way
take the
to.
help action.
There
and
are-
give it.
There are abilities that allow you to block attacks and get in
Okay.
the way of attacks, but yeah, they're special things, I'm afraid.
Okay. That's fine. I was just curious if that was a possibility. In that case, I will use my action to help Xenacus, I guess, because I can see he's trying not to kill it. So if anything he does goes towards that end, I will support him in that effort.
I mean, last turn he definitely was.
Last turn he was. She's also going to just stab at this guy. Stop this madness! Can you just see that we need everyone as many people as possible? We're trying to take down Strahd. You're taking down your allies here. Stop this needless violence.
Okay, it's just roaring.
We tried.
Royce, thank you. Hey everyone, if anyone who came in the raid, if you haven't given us a follow already, please do. We are edging closer to 700 follows. 6 more of you fine follows, not fellows, just fellows, fine follows, and we'll be up at the lucky 7. Okay, thank you. So, Xenacus, it is your turn.
Yep. So seeing that it lashed out at me, even though I was taking a defensive posture, is now like, okay, fucker's done, and it's gonna like take a slash at it. But as he does, he's gonna cut along his arm, and I will take. Nice, 2 damage.
Could be worse.
And as I take that damage, the blood coats the blade and it turns and lightning arcs all the way up the blade. That is bright, so it's the bright light with lightning coming up it. And I will flash at him, or pierce him with my sword.
Alright.
So, yeah. Ooh, that's an 18 again, so I know that hit last time.
Yep.
Okay, and this time I do. Haja. Okay, that is 11 piercing damage
Okay.
and 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
And as I pierce him like in the shoulder, all of a sudden like the lightning kind of courses through from the wound, and he is now branded.
Okay, what does that do?
What does it look like?
The brand, it is in the shape of a wolf, because why not? I couldn't think of anything else right quick.
That's good.
So every time it deals damage to me or a creature that I can see within 5 feet of me, of me, it suffers 2 psychic damage
Okay.
every time it hits someone within 5 feet of me.
Thank you.
Okay, and Then I go for my second attack. Hurrah. That is a 17.
Hits.
Cool. And that is 14 piercing and 6 lightning.
Okay. Nice. Couple of big hits there as you lash out towards this undead creature. Okay. Speaking of, it is its turn and it lunges towards you, roaring once more with its fists. Oh, only a 10.
Nope.
And the second,
Take it on the shield.
only an 11.
Yeah. They take both of them on the shield, just kind of
Yeah.
towards myself.
It's clang, clang, as it slams into it viciously, trying to break through your defense, but it's to no avail. Krieg.
Okay. So this thing isn't looking too bad just yet, right?
Alex. No, it's not blooded yet. No.
Okay. All right. Just like not even moving. Krieg's gonna.
Oh no,
take
I'm
a
sorry.
couple
My
more
bad.
shots
It
at
is blooded. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, Krieg is gonna try to fly behind it,
Okay.
and try to restrain it, try to grapple it.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna work, but.
Okay.
So
Give me a
that's,
athletics check.
Athletics again.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration this time.
Go for it. So with advantage.
Thank God I used it. First one was a 9, but the second one was a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
No,
Mine was a natural 1. So.
all the ones today.
Okay, so you fly over it, and it lashes out with its fist towards you, but doesn't manage to make contact. And you swoop down behind it and grab onto it, and using all of your strength built up over the years of soaring through the skies of the Sword Coast, you manage to grab onto it and pin its arms to its sides as it roars. No, none of you deserve to live. I must get back to my brothers, you foul agents of the evil one.
And as Krieg is like holding his arms to his sides, he's gonna try to talk to him again and tell him like, really, we're on the same team. We're not here to do away with you or obliterate your order or anything like that. Strahd's done some awful things to us.
Okay, seems to fall on deaf ears. Esmeralda.
He has a holy symbol of the Morning Lord, actually. She's gonna pull out in desperation, like, look, we've done, if you wanted you dead, we could have killed you ages ago. We haven't. We're on the same side. This doesn't have to happen.
Give me one more persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
for this.
Normal roll.
I got a dirty 20.
Noise.
Thank you, whoever gave me inspiration way back when.
Did you use yours, Michael?
Not yet.
Not yet, right? Yeah. Okay, now, you. Let's have a look here. You pull out the symbol of the Morning Lord, and as you do so, its eyes lock onto it quickly. And it goes limp in your arms, Krieg. Very heavy, as it kind of goes.
Dead weight, one might say.
Wait, and it looks. You promise you did not steal that.
No, it's mine. Had as long as I can remember, which, well, it's mine.
What is the Morning Lord to you?
Actually, I thought about what Esmeralda and Luda's feelings are.
question to the DM.
2
I
6.
have. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Mike.
Oh, I thought you said. Yeah, I was waiting for you to go. I have a holy symbol with a sun on it that was used to get the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that symbol, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No. The one that you put into the gravestone was
Did it stay there?
it was drawn into the stone as before it.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Never mind then.
I probably look at it. She's like, look, I don't pretend to be a member of this order, a cleric, an expert in these things, but I know he's against Strahd. I know that he has power in this land, and that's enough for me.
Why are you here on an errand that is already done? Strahd is dead and is trapped here in this personal hell.
And we mean to stop him from this death too.
What
To
do you mean?
eradicate
Find
him.
that solution. You said you're with an order. Are you with an order under the Morning Lord? What is it you do here?
We were told there was help to be found in Argynvostholt.
Good job.
Aslan does like a really secret like high five behind her back, like you got it.
I will get it like smoothly once in the future sometime.
I just need to check one thing. Sorry. Just open up your character sheets here.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Or open up the Descent into Avernus character sheets. That's not the right ones. Try again. There you go.
What is he looking for?
2 seconds, sorry.
What is
How
he
many
looking
balls perk you might have in my bag? Just
Pewter's
too many.
busy trying to do many things at once here. So, Esmeralda, as you do that, as you said, can you repeat the question again?
Then he asked me the question, or you mean, I asked him what. Oh, you said that you were with an order in Argynvostholt. Are you under the Morning Lord, or what is it that you do here?
Okay. As you question him here, he looks up the road towards the Argynvostholt direction, and he says,
We are what is remaining of the Order of the Dragon Knights. If you are truly against Strahd, come and meet my brothers
I can find you all.
at Argynvostholt.
Oh yes, but
We will.
is there like a monastery?
It is where we made our home in life, and now in death.
Please lead the way.
Then release me, you cursed feathered creature.
Will you hurt us?
No.
I'll nod to Craig. I'm gonna keep my sword in my hand for now.
Greg, what do you do?
Yeah, Prig will let go.
Okay. You just, as you start to let go, he just shrugs off. And the clink of his rusted chainmail starts to shamble once more with purpose. Slightly more bedraggled now, as he's a bit beat up,
His own fault.
but not bleeding.
Yep.
And starts to make his way to the south and east.
I'll be using my sword just to give a little bit of light on the path.
It's daylight. It's okay.
But I'm still keeping it out. Mainly because if I sheath it, then I lose my extra lightning damage. And I'll have to take more damage again in order to use it.
How long does it last?
Keeping it out until I sheath the sword.
Oh shit, okay.
Hence why I'm not sheathing the sword. I will sheath it if we get into like proper conversation with people, but just in case, I will keep it out.
Noted. So, you make your way through the trees towards the mansion. Krieg, Esmeralda, as he was talking before, there was still quite a hint of menace in his voice. As he said, about taking you up to the Argonvostholt. And
Can I roll an insight check to see if the Dragon Knights, does that ring a bell?
it wouldn't be insight.
Oh, history then?
Yes, a history check from you, and Zenicus you'd be able to too.
13.
Krieg, you know nothing.
Again, I rolled a 5.
I mean, they are technically the knights are undead, aren't they?
But anything you would know about them wouldn't be.
Damn it! Because I have advantage to recall information about fiends, fae, or undead.
Ah, damn.
So I'm like, they're technically undead now.
Now, yes.
So what I know with 13.
And for me, history. That's also a 13.
Doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid. Must be ancient history. Or not particularly associated with monster hunting or anything that Iamaris would have told you. Around the fire and whatnot. So, you follow after this creature as it moves through the trees, and as you rise up through the thinning forest here, up the hill towards the top of Argonvostholt, the trees start to peter out and disappear as you emerge on the side of a bare hill, overlooking the Svalach woods below, and down into the river valley, where you know the beleaguered town of Berez to be.
I mean, that was a lovely visit.
So yes, high up above this river valley. The last time you saw it was when you were down in the bottom of that river valley.
The first time we lost Esmeralda.
Indeed. You see in the distance this.
Oh, we're gonna get that awesome piece of art we've had hints of before.
It was in the intro, and it is behind Zenicus's picture in the... Oh, which I didn't play again. So I'm sorry, Patch, if you see this later, apologies. I will play it in the outro.
Yeah, there's an outro.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. I don't know why. It's because I don't have it for the other ones, so I'm just not in the habit of it. You see this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As you emerge from the
I don't know
trees.
why my Roll20's broken, so that whenever I try and full screen it, I only ever see the bottom half of the image.
Oh, really?
Like, I've got a full screen, but the top half is black.
Oh, that
I mean,
sucks.
the top half is mostly sky, so you're
Luckily,
okay there.
it
I
works.
can pop it out and see it.
Oh,
It
that's
works. It
lovely.
works on stream as well, which is good. Okay, so yes, as the mists roll across the coarse heather and low-lying brush at the top of the hill, you see this dilapidated mansion up ahead of you, and high above the river valley juts this quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion, its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark, octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog, comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
What happened here?
Strahd.
It's amazing that you survived. In that case.
Don't think he did.
She looks at him kind of pointedly.
Vladimir
How is it?
will tell you everything.
That's an ominous name.
Is Vladimir the head of your order?
It's a very Barovian name.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, when we're dealing with vampires, it's a very ominous name. Just saying.
How dare you besmirch the name of Mr. the Impaler?
Mr. the Impaler. That's Sir Impaler to you.
And you start to make your way across the broken ground towards the imposing statue that you can see at the front of the building. Oh, this music's so good. Sorry. Hats off to Mr. Looms. Another slightly imposing name. Looms. Ben Looms, who's not scary or looming at all.
Question to the DM. Now, I don't know how much necessarily Xenacus would have of this, but how much can you tell about a dragon from the way it looks? Because I know they all have different colors, but do the different colors like have different like features? In a way that like you would be able to necessarily roughly kind of have a guess at, well, okay, this is like potentially a red or a blue, or this could be a chromatic, or this could be a metallic, just from like features of like a, or is it just the color?
Sorry everyone, bear with us well. Krieg has vanished. Krieg suddenly stealth as good as Asara does.
There goes his net 20 from the beginning of the game that he didn't get.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, well, this is all messed up.
and
Ugh.
while you're messing with that,
Mhm.
how many minutes has it been on this walk?
I mean, it's a good 2 miles up from the junction, so a while.
And how many tens of minutes is that?
30.
Cool. Thank you. I love that ring. That's my favorite ring.
By the way, during the same period, the guide that you have has started to shamble much more uniformly and has also healed.
Oh, very fancy.
Are you wearing a ring as well?
He is not.
That was an average one.
Is he
Okay.
healing back to like Stampy's zombie form, or is he like healing back to some semblance of not looking terribly undead?
Oh no, it's still very undead.
Okay.
But
Okay.
back in that
Yeah.
direction of things. Okay, so
My wounds are like that he attacked with. You can just see my wounds just like healing over very quickly.
mhm.
Big scratches like just putting themselves back together as we walk.
Okay.
I know about the ring actually. I'd probably be staring like, you always been able to do that.
It's new. Wonder how hard it would be to take it.
Okay, folks, let's bear with us while we jump into this new map here.
Ooh, new map.
Yes. Now, as it stands, it's you and Maxine, because I thought that's what we were dealing with. Like, I even got my snap camera sorted and everything. Bonne chance, mon ami. I have full faith in you. I know that you can do this. Au revoir.
We get inspiration from seeing Maxine. I think we should.
She was just at the tower. I gave her the spy stat block. I think that was the best one, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then-
master spy. Hopefully.
At least this way I don't have
Master
to.
spy.
This way I don't have to try and figure out how she does the light crossbow.
I
We
mean,
discussed this. Her hooves
burn
hide opposable
pages.
thumbs. Like she has
Yeah.
hands inside her hooves.
the hoofs are like
Gloves.
gloves. Yeah, exactly.
Pull them off and there's a hand underneath.
There's one part where there's a locked door, and I was gonna have her just like stand between you and the door, and like have her back to you, and like just like be fiddling and unlock it. You're just like, how did you? Okay, so there you are, and you find yourselves approaching an imposing statue in front of the tumbled down manse. Boop. Now, did that register? As epic as that is, I think. Sorry, this game has crashed right now in 2 seconds. Let me reload that.
This is epic as hell. The hell music, though.
Right?
Wise words there, Charlie. Wise words.
Yeah. Great advice.
And bears with human lips.
I have to take a quick phone call, so I'm just going to turn my camera off for a second.
Okay. Will that
Bye-bye.
shunt us around? Yes.
That'll be fine. We're in slightly different positions, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, but you know who we are. I can just do that too. Fly, Crick, fly. There it is. Okay, so you just make your way over towards this statue, and it's a tinkling sound of magic. Perched atop this 10-foot cube of granite is this moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close to its body. The statue, as you can see, looks east towards the doors of the mansion. Now, do you want to move yourselves over there?
Any update on my previous question about dragons?
Get closer.
I'm still on the road. Any closer, I'd be going on the grass. There's probably a "Do not walk on grass" sign.
Like
If there was
beacon
one, it's just
tweezers.
rotted away. Hey newbie, good to see you. Thanks for coming with the raid. I did notice you before. I was just busy shouting at Josh in a happy way. So you make your way to the main area. Then you recognize this kind of driveway. Yes, the like I'm sure Esmeralda, as you were a renowned monster hunter, you were probably invited to a social event or two at a big manse as the kind
of them.
exotic guest. Yes, usually the carriage would pull around here and deliver the arrivals to the mansion, and you see the steps leading up to a pair of double doors beyond the statue. Now, if you'd like to circle around there.
Oh, looking at the statue.
Yeah, the fog makes it hard to see the dragon's features from a distance, but close inspection reveals that this is a silver dragon of noble bearing. Its spiny frill is cracked and broken in many places. And it is a 10-foot tall statue, which looks even more imposing on top of that massive plinth. We have a handout of it, actually. Let me show that to you.
Fancy.
Monsters, go away. I'm going to start. Dragon statue. Boop. it is. Quite
Wow,
massive.
It's very imposing.
It is.
Yeah.
That is larger than 10 feet.
Miniature.
Rothfuss a very small
I was
person.
gonna say, it's either that or they're playing like a Hubblewood character.
It's a halfling. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, though. Yeah, that's a very cool art.
Okay. Yeah, artistic license. I think
Absolutely.
even in James's RPG art, also linked on our VODs, everyone. The animated one, I think the dragon's not facing the mansion as well. It's like facing the front of the picture. It's like,
It's
hey.
at that museum in the evening, it just turns around.
Just having a look
Most of the time
around,
it's the Same
keeping an eye
view.
out.
Exactly.
So, the
And is our associate there as well?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, let me grab that
Does
token.
he say anything as we kind of enter closer?
No.
Is it your order that is within?
Yes.
And there will be no dangers for us as long as we reach an accord.
Speak
Enemies of Strahd.
with Vladimir.
Cool. I'll sheath my weapon then. The light goes out.
Sorry, I'm just going to take your name off as stand still for a sec. Ah, I said stand still.
I'm not doing anything.
There's some lag.
Yeah, as his name is so large.
I know, right?
I thought it was just me who could see it.
I
I
think
thought that it said something.
no, it's
It's
everyone.
because John technically has control of that character because it used to be an NPC. So it's like
Oh.
because he has control of it, it shows the name for him.
I have
Gotcha.
control of all of them. It's just because it's an NPC token, it had the name written on it. Okay, so yes, you step forward there, and the Dragon Knight, so-called Dragon Knight, shambles ahead of you,
Dragonite.
and
No.
you see flagstone steps flanked by stone railings climb up to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word, Michael?
Argenvostol!
Indeed. Argenvostholz. Now,
The town.
stop there a second, if you would.
Mine was clearly like is it like they revealed it on a game show? Argenvostol!
Xenicus, if you could step off the knight,
sorry.
undead knight, thank you.
I was there first on my screen.
Okay. So he shambles forward and pushes through the door. Bye. Shoo. As he goes inside. I need to zoom in so I can get rid of this door for you. Dynamic lighting glare. Sirenscape is so quiet. Ooh, wolf.
Sound of
I see a wolf. Who did I just subscribe to? I just subscribed to someone, automatically renewed. Yvonne, if you do have a Amazon Prime subscription going spare and you would like to support the channel, please do so. It all goes straight back into running all the lights, keeping the lights on and getting new adventures to scare my friends with. Okay, there we go. Slide that over there. Oop, there you go, sir. Okay. So yes, you see he pushes through the door into a very large interior. Now stop there a second, Zenicus. Let me just bring our friends over here. Shoop. Okay. Now, as Zenicus, you step onto the steps there. Esmeralda, you first hear, and Zenicus shortly after, the sound of stone on stone, which I shall try and represent with this. See if that works. Sorry, Soundscape's being a bit sluggish, which is not their fault, it's my computer's fault. And you hear the sound of stone on stone, and Esmeralda, it comes from behind you, so you quickly spin around, and you see the mouth of the dragon statue opening.
So
And
cool.
then-
Sorry.
What?
A jet
That's cool.
of frigid air blasts forward. And it's quite cold.
Like damage-worthy cold, or is it just kind of chilly?
Chilly.
Okay.
You shiver a bit.
Okay, well, it could be worse.
What was that?
The knight turns.
None of us, or none of this, is what it was.
This would have killed us. At one point.
Once upon a time, yes.
He says disappointedly.
I mean,
One way to treat potential allies.
Sorry, nice stuff.
We came here in good faith.
yeah. We asked if there'd be any danger, and you said no.
Are you in danger?
I mean, sounds like you wanted us to be.
He keeps shambling inside.
Definite roll of the eyes from Xenakis. Yes.
So you walk in. Can I
Are we allowed
ask-
in?
Yeah, are we allowed in?
He's just walking.
Tentative steps towards the door. I'll chap before I. Oh, wait, you guys don't know that word, do you?
You do now,
What's the,
but chat won't.
what's the word that?
Knock.
What's the English word for it? Then?
Hence,
Knock?
hence it's called a knocker.
Why would you call it chap door run if it wasn't to chap the door?
Because we don't call it that.
And that's because you're wrong. I chap the door.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Hey, everyone, that's your Scottish lesson for today. As you chap the door.
And head in.
Let's go to good day, old chap. Yeah, that's you, chap. Yes.
I mean, I hope you don't just go around chapping people in the foreheads.
Okay. I mean, the door's open. It was still open.
Yeah.
From when he walked through.
That kind of like, before you go into someone else's house without permission, you generally kind of like knock and like, hey.
The knight turns and looks mournfully, balefully over its shoulder.
Nothing lives here.
Do things unlive here?
He just raises his eyebrows.
What is it that you do here? Exactly. I mean, you've stated your purpose already, and I guess why you're still here. But how is it that you're working to defeat Strahd in this place?
Talk with Vladimir. Had enough of your incessant prattling.
Great catch up.
Can you take us to Vladimir?
This way.
Cool.
Krieg got stuck admiring the statue, and he'll kind of saunter up after everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I will go with threshold, I guess, if we're being better to follow. Do I die instantly if they go inside?
And you pass through the doors and into Argenvostholt. It's like it's your version of Patch's Sirenscape, isn't it?
Sirenscape?
As you make your way through the doors and enter within, this room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from the foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders. And this... Wizards of the Coast. I don't know what happened to your cartography budget, but this is how you do a map. With all of the details and everything on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful map. Do explore, my friends. Unlike the Rime of the Frost Maiden maps, which is very, very Spartan. It's like...
Really?
Yeah, it's just the walls. It's like, I'm just reading the description and all the players like, really? It's like, there's tables and chairs and things. It's just an empty room on the map. This one is very nicely done.
Gorgeous.
Cartography budget ran out back
Apparently.
during the frost meeting.
Okay, so he's moving through that hallway towards the left side of the stairs to doorways that are open on that side.
Oh,
We lost Craig.
Yeah, keep up,
come
mate.
inside.
Keep up,
Come
keep up.
inside.
We're inside the house.
Yep. We're moving in.
With the token. I don't know if you've got...
Oh,
God, he puts it in.
my signal is in the trash can, so I only have Discord. I've got D&D Beyond on my phone.
Okay, no worries, mate. So yeah, Xenicus, you can see through those doorways into the room beyond, and the knight is waiting there.
It won't let me in that door because it's technically in between
Too small.
spaces.
Okay, I'll drag you through.
Because the door is technically not the full length of the 2 spaces. It's
Yeah.
halfway through each square.
There you go. Has that worked?
It hasn't updated on my screen yet.
Bear with us, folks. Sorry. Okay, leave your tokens alone so I can drag them. If you move them, I won't be able to. Hopefully, got you, Xenicus.
Cool. And Craig is with us in spirit.
Yes, as is Sirenscape, I trust. There are lots of things playing, but it's very, very quiet.
It is very
Really?
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing any of them anymore.
Yeah, it's super quiet. I just bumped it up by like twice.
Atmospheric music
Mm.
stuff happening in the background. Okay, so it is okay. So as you find yourself there in that room, you see the following. A 20-foot-long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are 2 life-size statues, depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. Doors in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel. And where is it? This one. Okay. So yes, you make your way through there.
Find him.
Hang on,
Where is he heading towards?
let me just close. I'm just closing up your character sheets and stuff. I think it's all the instances of D&D Beyond that's slowing my computer down. Okay. So he gestures towards the chapel.
Here is our chapel to the Morning Lords. Please pay your respects.
Forward, I guess. So this is not a good time to refuse.
Oh, hello.
Can I get it?
2
Or do
seconds.
Chabe.
Sorry.
Krieg is. This isn't really something he's ever done before, so he'll start okay, do I kneel or how do I pay respect?
Usually just bowing your head down, close your eyes, and a quick prayer of thanks for it is usually enough.
Gotcha.
And you make your way over to those glass paned doors. Let's try this. Okay. There you go. Can you hear that, yeah? It's coming through okay?
What am I not hearing much?
Mm,
Oh,
it's
very lightly.
like-
Very
like-
lightly.
I can definitely hear it.
holy music.
An ominous creaking.
That's, yeah, old broken down building.
Right.
Okay. So, yes, Esmeralda. You make your way to the doors there, as does Zenicus. I can see you on the
Scramble to
player.
try to squeeze at the same time. We start squishing it together.
That's
This is
okay.
not working.
I can see you on. I can see you on the stream. I can't see you on my view, Zenicus.
Really?
I can see him. That's
Sorry,
strange.
the internet is not having a good day, friends. I'm apologising. I can
And it
see. There
bursts
you
through
are.
the
Yeah.
door.
Okay, thank you. There, you've shown up now. Okay. So, as you step up there, you see through the doorway here cracked wooden pillars that support a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs the stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony above, and a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar, flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun bas-relief. Tall arched windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of coloured glass and allowing thick fog to enter and fill the room. I believe you can probably see on Roll20 as well. Or just, there's a pillar in the way.
There's somebody there. Though.
Yes.
Yeah.
through the fog, you can see 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar.
You going violently towards the back, so it's not to disturb them.
Yeah, wait
Yeah,
to
let me
be addressed.
bring you through, if I can. There you go. And Craig, where are you?
Music's all picking up as we're getting in. It's nice.
Yeah, I think he would probably, because Marin said that they would file in towards the back so that it's not, not to disturb anyone. I think Krieg would hang extra back, like to the back of the yeah.
Okay, look. Let's put you over here. As Krieg comes flying in. Zoop. Hello. Okay. So, you stand quietly, respectfully, as these figures pray at the altar of the Morning Lord. And your new friend comes in behind you and stands behind you, also waiting. Actually, no. He would move forward and be with them. And as he goes and he stands to the side there at the front near the altar, the others look up to him, and he nods. And then they turn and stand as well.
Brothers, I found these on the road. They are sworn to destroy the Dark Lord.
And the knights move forward towards you. Let's bring them all up.
Visible at all times.
Say again, sorry?
I keep my hands visible at all times.
And yeah, they all move down the chapel towards you. And one of them that was kneeling says,
Destroy the Dark Lord. But if he is destroyed, he cannot live in eternal punishment. So, it is you who will be destroyed.
and they all draw long swords and fly at you. I need some initiative, please.
Absolute bastards.
You were doing fine until you said you were going to destroy him. Okay.
Absolute bastards.
Now.
Hold on, that one. Plus 4, so this is 5.
Yeah, I got an 8.
You're on the rolls again.
I did
we're
not
all gonna
bad.
die.
That is not bad.
Actually, I do have one bit of good news. Sorry, I forgot. One of these revenants was the one that you met, so there is one less. There was only 2 in there.
That's
Okay.
nice.
How'd you go, Xenacus? 2 and type yours in there?
I did, but it must have reset. Is it showing up now?
No.
I typed it in, and mine is...
It's on the player view. It's on the player view, not mine. Sorry. Okay. As I grab our revenant friends here. 1.
Ah, that was good, Alicia. I'll give you that one.
Ooh. Elish, sorry, Aylin, thank you. Inspiration for Esmeralda.
Thank you.
It's now time for that altercation.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. All right. Thank you, Charlie. Kind words, as always. All right. So let us get into this. The first one, we have a couple of types here. There's the your friend that you brought with you, who is without a weapon, and then the ones that have their longswords. So.
I'm just hoping that Sarah has sneaked up behind us and is ready to pounce.
I'm waiting.
Any hint of that, Kobe?
No star on the horizon just yet.
Then roll down the window and scream help.
All right.
I mean, I'm hoping 3-on-3 will be okay. It's a tough one.
So, first up, they, I'm afraid, surprised you. So, one on each. Krieg.
How do I get this, John?
Luckily, Krieg, luckily the one next to you is the one without a weapon, so he goes for you with those fists.
Very good.
Just as soon as the character sheet will open. There it is, thank you. Okay, and a punch. 25. So that is 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Alright.
And then the other fist swings round. Swrum! Only a 12?
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, good. So yes, you jump out of the way as the other one swings round and slams into the wall next to you. Narrowly avoiding the stained glass there. It almost smashed through there. Xenicus, the one on you, comes at you with its long sword. 14? And swings on the backswing. Natural 1. You might be alright, guys. What a surprise round. And Esmeralda, the one comes for you. Gets a 9. And on the last attack, I'm going to use my inspiration.
What, did you use your disadvantage?
Yes, it's gone. A long time ago. 17.
My AC is 17.
Aha! Meets it, beats it. That is
Damn it.
23 slashing damage. As
Okay, just so you guys know, I'm down at 8.
You're down?
No.
Okay.
23, 28, sorry.
23.
Thank you, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got almost
Well, that
down
was
as
fun.
well. That, I guess.
I'm gonna
And
start the session with 1 HP.
Xenicus, your turn.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to show them how these fuckers get it done. So I'm gonna wolf form. For a while.
Yes. And change your token.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Choose a side, not a random side. Where is it? This one. Ah. So I kind of creak as soon as he turns round on us and starts to attack us. I instantly just like rage gets me. Like, you promised us.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pull out, and as I make my attack, I will take 1 damage. Nice.
There he is, look at him. Rawr. Big wolfy boy.
And I am going to be attacking with my claws, not the sword.
Okay, the one right in front of you?
Yep. That's a one with a sword, correct?
Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna do my attack. Ah, that is 17.
It's...
Right, sorry, that wasn't 17, that was way higher, it was like 20 something.
Okay.
17 of that. But yeah, so that's going to be 13 slashing and 3 lightning.
Alright. Thank you. So, 16 total.
Yes.
So let me zoom in there. Okay, thank you. Anything else?
Yep, well that's my first attack. My second attack is 17.
Hits. And Aiden with inspiration for Krieg too. Thank you.
That is 15 slashing and 5 lightning.
Okay.
And then that is me, 'cause I don't have a protection left. Oh! New member. A new challenger.
Hello. You came at a really good time.
Hey, I feel like I've been in a dream this whole time. I'm ready.
Really good timing.
Them.
We just get ambushed by people who promised us that we would be safe.
I promise you no
To be
such
fair, we
thing.
did have a bad feeling about this.
We just got ambushed by a bunch of liars, is what you're.
Yeah, what do you mean promised us anything? I asked if we would be at no harm. And they said, yeah.
I gave a slight warning. There was a bad feeling about this. Okay. So. Sorry.
We just want to play stereotypes, John. Someone
You need me to roll
that's
initiative?
And you exactly, and you ask why we never trusted the abbot.
Okay. Boom. Right. Okay. So.
When every time we try to trust someone, they betray us. There's a reason why we trust no one.
Oh right. So. SR, I need some initiative, please.
Yep, I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, good lord, my computer is struggling today.
21.
21.
You
Thank
probably
you.
just delete some of the people on the chaplain. Just take one of the 2 of the knights out. I'm sure that'll fix it.
Do you come like smashing through like a window or something?
This is swan dive.
Like through like a ceiling window, like stained glass window.
There are chandeliers. Are the chandeliers in the chapel or just in the main hall?
I'm definitely gonna swan dive and then be like, I was in your hearts all along.
You were. You never left.
Yeah.
I mean, does Esmeralda have a heart anymore? We're not sure. There was
Well, we
no
haven't
body
checked.
warmth. There was no body warmth. We know that. So at least the heart's not
I mean, are
working.
you planning to conduct surgery to check?
So sorry, Steph. Was that 20? What?
21.
Okay. Take your turn, and we'll say you did that before Zenicus just did what he did.
Cool beans. Okay, so I am going to. I'm too close for an arrow.
Okay. Not melee range with them.
Would it be okay? Alright. Then I'm gonna. Well, how in danger am I of hitting one of you? Because I can only see these 2 in front of you. This guy's practically covered.
Yeah,
Not
right
sure
next.
Past allies.
Nixon cuts. Nixon cuts. Okay. So
You can shoot past allies, so yeah.
you can, yes, but a natural 1 is a natural 1.
Okay, alright, well then I'll do
Chris
that.
got shot in the back by Steven last week.
Ooh, it was almost a natural 1. I got a 10.
10 total. Misses, I'm afraid, as
10
you
total.
have a trouble getting it past your friends there, and it clatters to the side. Okay. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for this turn.
All right. Thank you. And
No
then.
bonus action. Try and hide behind something.
I am actually gonna do insightful fighting, so that way I have advantage on the next one, which is a bonus action.
Okay. Thank you. And then it is their turn again. So, I think. See actually on the square properly. Okay, this one is going to. The one that came with you is going to step forward.
Ah, I knew it! Secret agents of Strahd lurking in the darkness.
And is going to try and go for you, Sarah. reaching between Krieg and Xenicus. With a punch. Punch. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah, that'll go.
Okay, that is 24. Bludgeoning. Could have been worse. Not too good on the damage rolls, luckily.
It's not a little, but
So yes, this creature steps forward, its face slightly decaying and rotting away, tattered chainmail hanging off its form, but no weapons. And this massive fist just lunges between Xenicus and Krieg and just slams into your arm, and you feel your arm go dead, just from the numbing effect of the shock.
Was that the one that we fought earlier?
Yes.
Then it has taken 2 damage every time it swung at us.
But
That
Yeah,
band does
psychic
not go away.
damage.
does it have to hit?
Every time it deals damage, yeah. So which has been twice in this combat.
Okay, so it takes 2 damage.
Didn't it hit before?
It hit Krieg, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be another 2 then.
Nope.
Nope.
Takes 2 damage. Has resistance to psychic, I'm afraid.
Ah.
Okay.
Bastard.
And also regains. You see the wounds regenerating in front of your very eyes. At the start of their turn. And that one goes to that. And this one goes to... Oh my god. Come on, computer. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Right, so yes, that one punches you there, Asara. And then goes for a second one against Krieg. 13.
Misses.
Okay. As you jump out the way, the ones go for the other 2. So Xenicus, you. A 13. No, sorry, no, 23.
23.
Yes.
The question. We attacked this thing before, like one of these things before, and we stabbed it a lot. Was there any blood whatsoever when we were stabbing it before?
No.
Not at all. Well, then it hits.
Okay. So that is 6 slashing. And then
And that's
the backstroke
slashing,
comes round. Slashing, yeah.
means I have resistance.
Oh, nice. And a 21.
That also hit.
Okay, 12 slashing, so it's to 6. So a total of 9.
Yep.
And takes the psychic damage.
Only the original one that we fought takes the psychic damage.
Oh, okay, thank you. And then the one going for you, Esmeralda.
That was a burn.
Longsword. 7 and 17.
Yes, can I cast shield?
Yep,
Okay.
So
Casting
that-
shield.
blocks it.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So yes, your eldritch magic whooshes up in front of you and blocks the swing of the longsword. And it's like, witchcraft! And Krieg, your turn. Esmeralda on deck.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am definitely too close to be shooting shots. So
I have a
Um,
question that could help Krieg.
Yep.
Now, usually when you're unsheathing a weapon, that you just do that. What action would it be to unsheath the weapon of someone standing next to you?
Right next to you, the same.
Because I'm standing right next to Krieg, and that sword is currently sheathed to my left-hand side, which would be the side facing Krieg, which is the magical sword.
Your equipment stays same, doesn't get absorbed or anything.
Nope, it says I literally just grow within the equipment and it grows around me.
Okay.
It says it.
So Krieg, that is the thing.
And you've seen me attack with the claws and leave the sword alone so far.
Cheers, Charlie.
yeah. Okay. So then we're gonna do that. Craig is gonna kind of he's gonna look and kind of lean over, grab the hilt of the sword in Xenakis's sheath, and bring it up and try to hit the revenant that is closest to me, the one that hit me before.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, twice the dice.
That's max damage.
Nice.
On both dice.
17. Yeah, 17 piercing.
Okay.
And because it connected, I'm gonna use favored foe.
Mm-hmm.
Another d6. I'm gonna agitate the swarm, which is a second d6.
Okay. So that's 4d6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a total of 27 damage.
Nice.
And one of the features of my swarm is I can use it to push a creature.
Okay.
So it has to make a strength save of 14 or be moved up to 15 feet. Horizontally.
Only a 10. At plus 7.
Okay. And so I'm gonna
15 feet back.
15 feet back. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So that's one, or one attack rather.
Yep.
So I don't have roll 20 up right now. Are there any other that are in the my 5 foot range?
No, you'd have to step forward one.
Okay. So using the same sword, I'll go ahead and I'll step forward once, and swing at it again with the sword.
Okay.
It's another natural 20.
Have it.
Here.
Have it.
Yeah,
It's
I
not going
don't
to trust
know
you.
if
Interesting.
It comes up on our chat as well on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
got
wasn't
a-
sure since it
a
was on
roll
his
log.
phone. I'm like, they're not going to believe this.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
Nixon
so-
cuts. These are not Nixon cuts. These are full on
No.
critical hits.
So I've already agitated the, so I can't do that again.
Krieg puts the team on his back.
I can, because they're all revenants, right?
Yes.
Or they're all the same, rather. So I can use favored foe again. So that's another 18 damage.
On the one. What, so another 18? So what's the total?
The second one, yeah, not another 18.
Okay.
18.
18 on that second one. Okay, thank you. What kind of damage?
It was 13 piercing, and 5 force damage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right. Anything else? Esmeralda, you're next.
No, that's gonna be me.
Okay, Esmeralda, you're up, and Asara, you're on deck.
Yes, sir.
So, I noticed, I see that their wounds are starting to heal. Actually, I saw him walking over to this mansion, his wounds are starting to heal. I'm going to attack the one right in front of me
Yep.
with my silver short sword and I hope that works.
Okay, doke.
That's an 18 to hit,
Okay.
which does 6 piercing. Not a lot, hopefully it helps. And as my second attack, in that action, I'm going to cast Firebolt, because I can. So that's 23 to hit, which I assume hits.
Now, sorry, is that a ranged spell attack?
I suppose it would be.
Right,
it
it's
disadvantage, then?
disadvantage at point blank, yeah.
That's okay. Alright. 13.
Still hits, just.
Okay. So it does 16 fire damage.
Nice.
That's my action, and as a bonus action, I'm going to put up my last blade song.
Alright, thank
So I have
you.
an AC of 21. And that's me.
Nothing. Okay, Asara Bell with Xenakis on deck. Go for it.
Okay. So I am going to go ahead and do an arrow to this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be 17 to hit.
Hits.
That sneak attack.
You're like, to Xenacus, you're like, down boy! He's like, goes, "Arr!" And he's like, over his head.
I'm used to it by now. With Craig and Asara, I am used to arrows flying right past my ears.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes
urge not
into your arm.
The urge not to grab them with my mouth. Arr! Look, the cat. That's the hard part.
So you said the one in front of Esmeralda, yes?
Yes.
And the damage was?
So that's 10, but I have sneak attack,
Yes.
and that's gonna be 7 in
Okay.
addition. So 7.
Remember, you all have inspiration, eh?
Yeah.
Noted.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else?
I'm giving myself insightful fighting again, so that way I have
Yep.
advantage next time.
Noted. Okay, Xenacus.
I might just keep swinging.
Go for it.
Well, by the way, John, did my silver short sword have any effect that I can see?
I mean, it damaged them.
Okay. We haven't seen it regenerate yet, though, or?
It hasn't got. It's on their turn.
Okay.
We'll see in there. That is a 14.
14 hits.
Oh, nice. Okay. Ta-da! That is 14 slashing and 2 lightning damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And then I have the next attack. That is above the 14. So that is 15 slashing and 4 lightning.
Nice.
And then as my bonus action, because I attack with my claw, I can attack with my other claw.
Go for it.
Ta-da! That is 15 to hit, which is max damage. 15 slashing and 6 lightning.
All right. Wow.
I'm just
Massive.
blasting and lightning coming out my claws as I'm tearing them apart.
Yeah. You're just going for this thing, and yes, indeed, the lightning does crackle out from those claws. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
Does it look bloodied?
This does very much so. Yes.
Nice.
All right. And actually, hang on. How about that one next to Esmeralda? Oh, not quite. Not yet. Okay. Thank you. So that one is there, and it is their turn. The one in front of you and the one that got shoved away seem to regenerate. The one in front of Esmeralda does not.
I lost a crick. The one in front of Esmeralda does not. Damn it. I should have used fire damage instead of lightning.
Maybe it's a silver short sword.
The silver, yeah. Could be the fire though. Like trolls and stuff
Maybe, yeah.
generate with fire.
All right. So that happens. How do I do this? Okay. Excuse us, folks. Oh, for God's sake, OBS, come on. That's how I feel. That's how I feel too. I don't want to do this with the cursor key. Sorry, Marin.
I was swim from here. Help me, I'm drowning.
Won't let me grab and drag it. It's really annoying. Okay, so anyway, those revenants with the longswords lash out towards you two, Xenicus and Esmeralda. So, Xenicus, first one. 20.
Meets a pizza.
40 slashing down to 7.
Oh, 40. Jeez, okay. That sounded like a 40.
And then
That sounded like
13
40.
misses.
Yes, it does.
And there you go. On Esmeralda, 18.
This is because my blade song is up.
Nice.
Oh,
And 11, so they both miss. And the one that got pushed away by Krieg does something a little different. Something interesting. It dashes forward up along the wall, as in like hugging the wall, not like spider climbing or anything, and dashes past Krieg and spins round behind him to Asara and growls at her and bares its teeth, and it's like,
Not only lurking in the shadows, but another one touched by the curse. You will both die.
and it lunges for you, Asara. Now, Michael, Stephanie missed something that happened before that. Care to explain?
Frozen?
Yeah. Wait. The curse. Is he bringing up my curse?
That's the only time you mentioned the curse before.
Yeah. What? Okay, they've gone.
Oh, we're.
What a time! No, they're
Okay,
there,
I
they're
got
there, they're back.
There. Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so he mentioned my curse to the minions of Strahd and the curse of the werewolf, and they just called you cursed as well.
Asara.
Me?
No, Asara.
No.
Asara,
Sarah.
and 18 hits, does it not?
No, what? Yes, an 18.
Okay, 13 bludgeoning damage. They look happy.
They're just thrilled at this news. Such joyful news.
They shouldn't be.
Okay, we shall deal with that when they return to us. But it's Krieg's turn. No.
Come back to
Curses,
us.
curses.
Of Strahd.
It's like, if they couldn't get internet, fair enough. But I hate this like unstable internet. It's so annoying. It's like sometimes there, sometimes not.
Yeah.
It's like be there or don't be there. It's like which I mean, not saying it to them. I'm saying to the internet.
Type things in chat, maybe, or.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Whilst we're waiting here.
Oh, there they are.
Hey, Krieg, your turn, mate.
Hey, can you hear us,
Yes.
guys?
Hear all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully you heard that I was bashing your internet, not you. Stay tuned, folks.
Oh,
We'll
no.
find out. Okay. Sorry, you're frozen again, guys. I'm going to move on and come back to Krieg's turn. Esmeralda.
Yeah. Esmeralda saw this happen last time. She noticed that it seemed to stop regeneration on the one. So she's. Oh, are they back?
It's okay. Let's do it. We'll just do it out of order.
Okay. Okay. So she's gonna go for the other one next to her that she can reach.
The
And then
one
the
that's
same thing.
blooded.
Yes, and she's gonna go with the silver short sword again.
Okay.
It's an 18, which I assume hits.
Hits. Yes.
So that is 8.
8 piercing. Okay. Thank you.
And then she's gonna do the same thing, and she's gonna cast. Is she gonna? No, she's not gonna cast Firebolt. She's going to go in with her rapier instead, I think.
Okay.
15.
Hits and then roll the damage without the proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Is this a second
It's a
attack or
magic-
is it 2-weapon fighting?
It's 2-weapon.
Fighting,
It's like I have 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a normal 2 attacks.
Okay,
so-
so yeah.
I also
sorry.
2-weapon fighting though. Yeah. So that is 6 piercing from the rapier. And what else is it gonna do? I'm going to also. No, that's all I'm
Right,
gonna do.
Def?
I think for the moment.
Okay, thank you. So yes, you lash out and cut that one viciously a couple of times. And then Krieg also lashes out, and you hit with the second one, Krieg. You rolled a 1 and a 15 for people back home.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up.
So roll me a damage roll, Krieg.
It's come up. It's a lot of rolls have come up. He rolled to hit, and then 2 damage rolls, and a custom roll came up. So I'm not sure which is which.
Go back to the anti.
First damage was this. I'm guessing the custom roll was probably him like agitating the swarm and everything.
First one was a 1,
Maybe.
she says.
Just tell me the total damage, guys.
As I'm saying, there's 2 damage rolls and then there's a custom roll. I don't know what, like, because
18
going
total.
by everything he rolled, it should be 27. But I
It's
don't
18
know.
total.
It says 18 apparently. So, yep. Okay, so 18 damage on this one here that Esmeralda almost hit. Also hit, sorry. You did hit it. Sorry.
Almost. How dare
Almost.
you?
My bad. And Sarah, your turn. Excuse me. It's point blank range, Sarah. You're in hand to hand. That one ran up to you. Okay, dagger. Roll to hit. Sarah lashes out with the dagger. 13 just does hit. That does hit. Yep.
Still a birch, that's good.
Roll the damage. Eight damage. Thank you. Okay, so Sarah lashes out with the silver dagger, cuts across the torso, and sneak attack. An extra 9 damage from that. Okay. Thank you. So yes, Sarah lashes out at this one that has come running at her and accused her of attacks there. Anything else, Sarah? Bear with us, folks.
Making it work.
We will. Okay, thank you. So, Zenicus, your turn.
Okay. Just gonna try and focus down this one that's right in front of me that's bloodied.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit
Hits.
with terrible damage. That is 11 slashing and 1 lightning.
Okay. It's on its last legs.
Then I'm gonna go for 1 more. That is a hit with 14 slashing and 4 lightning.
Tell me what happens.
Yeah, so I
Nice.
just like I was slashing it and I just get I just lunge on it and just like run onto that space. And I know that that will technically mean I get an opportunity attack against me because I'm going into that space as I like leap into it. I'm guessing the unarmed one will be trying to hit me.
Yep. Lashes out with a punch.
I will kill both of you, brethren.
And
Don't like that.
14 misses, right?
Yep. Then
Okay.
I'm going to group around the back. I know I do not get like flanking. I don't flanking sort of thing, but
Yep.
I'm moving there. Like,
Okay.
and my left as a bonus action, I get to flash with my other claw,
Okay.
which is hit, but that is 10 slashing and 4 lightning damage. On that one.
10 slashing and 4 lightning.
Correct.
Thank you. Okay. Noted. Thank you. And anything else? You good? Hey, Thamia. We're in a fight against revenants inside Argon Vostholt. You all done, Michael?
Yep, hold on.
Okay, it is their turn, and you see the one against Asara, the one against you, Xenicus, regain some healing as their wounds start to stitch back together. This one and this one. And more importantly, with a the one that you vaulted over, Xenicus, rises up off the ground as it comes back for vengeance.
We do not die so easily, pathetic mortals.
Okay, and they will go to attack. Both of those with the long swords will go for you, Xenicus. And first one.
That was the one that.
Yep, go for it. Okay, go for it. Sorry.
My question was going to be, that was the one that Asara hit previously with her silver sword, correct?
Asara's the one that's
No,
just
sorry,
the punchy one.
Esmeralda hit.
Oh, I did.
Esmeralda
Yes.
I
hit
did.
with silver,
Yeah.
And Asara hit the other one with the silver dagger as well.
and it's still healed.
Everyone healed, yep.
Cool. Go
Okay.
with
Oh,
the
that's
fire
good,
then.
didn't.
Look to the
Okay.
fire.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know.
It's working.
17 hit?
Miss.
19?
Miss.
Okay, they all miss. And the one next to you goes,
Now for you, wolf kind.
and goes to punch Asara.
Don't like that.
15? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Colby, can you give me a thumbs up or down? Meets it, thank you. Okay, that's 14 bludgeoning, Asara. And then the second fist whistles around. Natural 20 again. And that one is 22. So a total of 36.
I didn't know you guys could see us. I'm down.
Alright, so yes, this Revenant growling its threats slams Asara once, twice, bouncing her off the door to the chapel, and she falls to the ground.
Glorious vengeance.
And she is unconscious. Krieg, your turn.
Well, that was what I did. That's what I think. Yeah. So one swing with the sword hits the one next to that just got Asara.
Okay,
21 damage total.
thank you.
I'm just gonna send everything as well because I don't know when you guys can hear us.
Yeah,
and when you
good idea.
can't.
You're perfectly fine right now, but
That's great at the moment, yeah.
And I'm also gonna try to push it away.
You can't, there's a wall directly behind it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I can move it in any direction horizontally.
Okay,
You bend the laws of physics.
Well, no, it's the bugs. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. So it's a strength check of 14.
thank you. It's a check or a saving throw?
It's the saving throw DC.
Okay, there's different numbers. Natural 20 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like Duff's combination of natural 20s and crying faces. Thank you. Alright. Thank you. So, it passes that as the bugs. It bats them away as you try and do that. And Esmeralda, your turn, I believe.
Okay.
You doing great?
So, I'm going to attack the one just to the northeast and who just got up again.
Yep.
First off with the firebolt. I
Okay.
know it's a disadvantage, Shogunai. 16, if I assume hits.
Hits.
That's 10 fire damage.
Okay, so yes, you reach out and that fire bursts from your palm and wraps up around it as the flames lick up around its sides. It screams, "No! No! My work is not done!" And burns and falls to the ground.
Oh, that's better than expected.
I didn't deserve
okay.
this. Thank you. Yes, that's quite Soundscape.
Okay, so for my second attack, I'm going to slash at the one in front of me with the rapier,
Yep.
which is 15 to hit, which I assume hits.
Is Firebolt a bonus action?
Part of our blade
Yes.
something.
It's a cantrip. Because yeah, I'm blazing. I can when I have 2 attacks. I want to have 2 attacks per turn as a fighter. So I can cast 1 as a cantrip.
Thank you.
And have 1 regular attack.
That's it.
So my regular
Sorry.
attack, I'll slash it with my rapier. Which I I got 15 to hit,
And
and
11
that's
piercing?
11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to action surge.
Nice.
No way.
That's
Who
not
was
action
that
surge,
player?
that's
There was one of our viewers said they were really looking forward to seeing a Bladesinger in action. Here you go, folks.
so much fun, you
Here you
guys.
go.
I'm finally getting to use it. It's like the second time I've actually had a chance to use this, and it's so much fun. So I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm going to use my action to stabilize Azar with my healer's kit, if I can.
So yeah, so you step over there and give me a medicine check.
Okay. Actually, it says I don't need to make a medicine check, because I have healer's kit.
Oh, because the actual item, a healer's kit. Okay.
It's an actual item. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
Steph, roll me a
she has
d4.
0 hit points, but there's no healing involved.
Yeah, it's just stabilized.
Just stabilized. She doesn't need to do any death save. She's just a 0. She's stable.
I know. Yep. Give me a d4, Steph.
Okay, that's a 2.
Okay. Thank you. Right. Barring anything else, she'll be awake in 2 hours. Now.
Well, we're doing what we can here, guys.
Okay. Thank you. And it would have been her turn, so avoid that death save. And Xenicus.
I am going to lash out at this thing, but as I do, I am going to cut across my Armageddon with my claw, and the lightning disappears as I do it, and the blood coats the claws and bursts into flames.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna then slash out at this thing. So that is
Oh god.
18 to hit.
You know on Roll20 when you select a token, you know the various circles come around, right? When I click a token, they come out one by one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so slow. Okay. So what was that again? Sorry.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 10 slashing and 5 fire damage.
Noted.
And then the second attack.
This one is also blooded.
nat-
Natural one.
Unfortunately, a
Okay.
nat 1. That's
Bad luck.
but. And I
Noted.
don't get my third attack because I had to use my bonus action to get fire damage.
Yes, indeed. Okay, thank you. It is their turn. The one over. Who's that? Fried Dice. Josh, welcome on in, sir. Good to see you. I hope you had a great session. Thanks for coming on by. All them grains of dice. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, Raiders. We are battling revenants in Argenvosholt in Barovia. Okay. So, the one that was attacked by Krieg does start to regenerate some of its wounds. The one in front of you, Xenicus, does not.
Fire. Fire.
Okay, but it will lunge for you with its longsword. Rah! 22.
On me?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is 14 slashing. That's the
Ooh, is it now?
yes, down to 7, of course.
Yep, that is it.
And then the sword whistles back through the air with the backswing for an 8.
That misses.
Clatters off that column next to you, I think. And then the other one.
forgot to use Ostara when she went down. To use it like a puppet.
Yeah.
Make her
Well,
attack.
that's sounds okay. That's
true.
something they could do as well.
Literally, like, I was looking for another mechanic, and I just, like, rolled over it, because I was thinking I can't use it on the enemies because they don't have blood. But I was like, fuck, I could have used it on Ostara. It's blood magic. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on Revenant. Unfair of them not having blood.
John is reading for too
Really
long.
very accurate.
John is
Right?
John is trying to fix Sirenscape. Sorry.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, stop
like-
reading, that's not good.
No, she's giving that at the same
Yeah.
time.
It's like some epic move that it's about to do to you. It's like
How many fireballs I can fit into
counting
one
the
turn?
dice individually. He's up to like 50 at the moment.
Do the Brennan is like just like they're counting 1,
Yeah.
2. I love that clip. It's so good. They're like, "You monster! Stop it!" It's like, put those. Fuck you! Fuck you! So good. Now, is that working now? Sorry, everybody. Slight technical
It's been
difficulties.
working for me.
Oh, it's not connected. I mean, you access the server differently than I do, so independently of I do.
So I'm just getting the loop then of what was told to be played before.
Yeah, exactly. It's still playing from whatever was playing before. It's only the messages that go from me to change what it's accessing. It's a nifty little system.
Yeah. It's cool so that even if it does like crap out, it kind of doesn't ruin the whole experience for everyone.
Right?
It's nice. Good on them, Sirenscape, for making a good, robust system.
Indeed.
Or should I say Sirenscape?
Now, Craig, like I say, I was messing with Sirenscape there, trying to get it to work so I could switch to this nice music of ours here, because the bit I needed to read was very short, so I read it very quickly. As the Revenant turns to you, Esmeralda, knelt at Asara's side, and says,
You can't save this lycanthrope scum.
and it kicks you, like Sparta kicks you out of the way, and then with those fists, slam, 2 automatic hits into Asara's unconscious form, 2 automatic criticals. The first one sends her into death saves. The second one puts her on 2 fails. Which as I was speaking, I realized, because I thought I was just going to straight up kill her. So I'm slightly disappointed, it has to be told.
Yeah, go cry about it, John.
Such a shame.
I forgot, because she wasn't out on death saves already, so the first one would put her into death saves again. I mean, sorry,
My punishment.
Asara, what's your max HP?
I think it's 41, but let me
45.
check. 45.
Oh, okay. Oh, just shy. If I roll max damage, it would be 36. So it can't do it on 1 hit. So that's good news.
Fine.
Okay. So it slams its fist into the unconscious form of Asara and smashes her against the flags on the floor. And she is at 2 failed death saves. Boom. I believe. Right, I'm doing that right, Antante?
Yep. And we're completely out of healing potions, so... And we don't have our healer with us.
Cheers, Charlie. Okay. So, Krieg, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Searing Smite on the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hit a creature, the attack deals 1d6 fire damage and causes it to ignite in flames.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. Then we're gonna move back over to our actions, and we're gonna swing at it with the sword. Okay, first one was I rolled a 19. Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Charlie's applauding my DM skills here, but Charlie, I've let you down. If I was doing it properly, the other Revenant would also have stepped over, and they would have teamed up on her. What was I thinking?
Charlie, you're not my friend.
Anyway. So, that's, I rolled a 6, so 11 piercing, plus favored foe, plus agitated swarm. That's gonna be another 9, so we're at 20 damage, and then the fire damage is only a 1.
Still useful.
But it is ignited in flames now.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first hit.
What does Krieg say as that happens? So this thing has just leaned down and just punched Asara unconscious on the ground. Slam! Slam! What do you...
So as that happens, the way that Searing Smite looks, the Fey bugs kind of attach themselves to the hilt, and they turn into bombardier beetles, and they spray their like fiery acid on the blade, and it ignites. And he just shouts like, "Get away!" and hits it.
Okay, and the fire ignites and raises up around its undead form as it howls and glares out. You just see those eyes glaring towards you as the flames rise up around its face. And anything else?
One more hit. Okay, does a 20 hit?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8 plus, I can't do the swarm, but I can do favored foe. So that's 12 plus another fire damage. Oh wow, another 1 on the fire damage.
What's the total?
So it's a total 13 damage. Another 13.
13. Okay, thank you. So yes, okay, slam, slam, and you tear into this accusing gaze of this revenant as it looks at you. Okay, Esmeralda, it is your turn.
Yeah. Esmeralda is going to look over at the revenant who just punched Asar. It's going to snarl, "Not on my watch," and she's going to use her healer's kit again.
Okay.
Thanks, friend.
That's done, yeah.
Got you.
I like how it's like, "Yay, Asara's here," and then she just goes right down.
That's my action, and as a bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind as well because I'd like to be able to survive more than one hit if possible. So I'm going to read probably 11 hit points.
Nice.
Something slightly less terrible than before.
Noted.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Newbie Goddess, that's vicious. Newbie Goddess's first character they ever played died in the first encounter in their first game.
R.I.P.
Oof.
So,
Nice.
I mean, level 1 is the hardest.
It's dangerous
Everyone
stuff.
is so
Dangerous
squishy,
stuff,
like
man.
they're all
Yeah.
like 2 hits away from death,
Yep. Okay.
and no abilities to really deal with it.
Newbie Goddess, if it makes you feel better, I did kill Stephanie's first ever character too. But I made adorable fan art of them.
He let us all fall in love with her first.
I made adorable fan art of them, to be fair. Commissioned adorable fan art of them. Actually, no. Commissioned adorable fan art and made adorable fan art.
True.
No. No. Hello. Little hedge. Behold my amazing
my
skills.
sweet ball that's so ready for summer with the sunglasses.
Like it, don't they? Okay. Thank you. Alright. So let me chill this music out a little bit. Sorry, a bit noisy, folks. Okay. Asara, you are unconscious. Xenicus, it is your turn.
Yep.
Start with a wisdom saving throw. And I failed.
Ooh.
So, I attack the creature in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, that's 16
Hits.
to hit. So that is 12 slashing and 3 fire damage.
Okay.
Second hit.
Who in chat knows what that failed wisdom saving throw means?
That is 27 to hit.
That hits.
That is an 10 slashing and 6 fire.
Okay.
Is it still up?
Yep.
Thank fuck.
It's actually a good thing, yes. Okay.
Good thing that thing is still up. Because my last attack comes in. That is very high to hit. And
Good.
11 slashing and 2 fire damage.
Okay, thank you. So yes, your claws lash into this creature, into the Revenant, as it battles against you there. And it is their turn. Neither of them regenerates, as they have both taken fire damage, as you are well aware. Now, the Revenant glowers down at you, Esmeralda. Even as those flames... do I need to do anything on my turn for those that fire, Krieg?
Ooh, that's a good question.
If it's on fire, does it take any damage?
He's looking right now, and it says.
Okay, at the start of each turn, it has to make a con save of 14. If it fails, it takes 1d6 fire damage.
Nice.
Con save and 14, you say?
Yeah.
Ah,
15.
Damn it.
Does that end the effect forever, or is it just that turn?
It says if it succeeds, the spell ends.
Ah.
Okay, so the fire dies out.
I hope he's been taking his one psychic damage every time he attacked Asara.
Right?
Slowly
So
whittling him down. One psychic damage at a time.
I'm still doing something.
Okay, so... the Revenant looks at you, Esmeralda, and snarls.
Very well, sympathizer.
And its head rises up.
Brother, to me, let us finish this unclean one.
Xenicus,
Just me.
Yeah.
the Revenant next to you moves away.
Like, yeah, like what I'm feeling right now, yeah, it definitely hits. Oh, that is a nat 20!
Hey!
Let's double the dice. Okay.
Stephanie, pay attention here. If he downs this Revenant, they will not be able to kill you. If he does not down it... Dot dot
okay,
dot.
That
That
is
is eminent.
so 5, 6, 15 lashing.
Yes.
And 9 fire.
For a total of...
24. Ooh, man, 23
by 1 point, as the creature turns its back on you and marches towards Asara's doom. You reach out with your claws, reaching round from behind and tear its throat out as the fire burns and scorches. It stumbles, goes down to one knee. Sorry, brother, and collapses to the ground, dead. And Asara lives another day as this last remaining one, the one that brought you here in the first place, spins and turns to the rest of you. You destroy my brothers, defile our sacred mission. Die. Die! And it will say all of that, locking eyes with you, Esmeralda. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. That's a
You
21.
got this.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. You are not paralyzed, but it does lash out towards you with its fists.
Bro,
Boom. 25.
I would like to cast a shield.
Boom.
Give me an AC of 26.
26? Is it? I thought it was +1. I thought it was +5.
I have Blade Song as well. So 17 plus 4 plus
You
5.
should just say
They-
it
and they
didn't
stack.
hit because now John knows what he has to do in the future to get at you.
See? Oh, and by the way, that was thanks to Aileen because I had disadvantage. The 25 was the lower one. I had a natural 20 with the other one.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm glad that worked
thank you,
out.
Aileen. Thank you, Aileen. I will see you in the Snout of Omgar in a week and a half. Okay.
So I made you excited at this.
So yes, it just turns and its eyes lock with yours and it growls and its fist comes whistling through the air and just your magic just goes woof and blocks it and it is
This comes
unable
off the hair.
to reach you. Craig, your turn.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna use our last spell slot to cast Searing Smite again because I'm angry. And, so
See you, Aileen. I see you.
we've got the fire damage again, so we're gonna swing at.
How'd you go?
Okay, first one is a 14, plus 8, 22.
Okay. That'll hit.
So that's gonna be 8 plus 3d6. So a total of 16. 2 of that is fire damage, and
Okay.
it is engulfed flame again.
Yes, indeed.
Second hit. That's an 11. So that one's gonna miss.
Just hits.
11 hit.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I suppose they're healing, that's their thing, instead of having high AC.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 8, 18 total. 5 of that is fire damage.
Alright. It is on its last legs, but still up. Its vengeance roaring from every orifice.
Unbelievable.
As I caught myself about to say it, and I still said it. Okay. On its last legs. Dun dun dun
Finish him.
dun 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 dun. Esmeralda, go!
Okay. We are going to go in with our rapier.
Going for that fatality.
14.
Hits.
Miss. Sorry.
Hits.
Hit or hits? Okay. Lovely. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to. Well, first I'm going to attack. 11. I guess that'll probably kill it. But can I do something else anyway?
Yep.
I'm going to use my superiority dice just because I can. I'm going to make it a menacing attack, and so it needs to do a wisdom saving through DC 16.
Aww.
He's scared for my life in game. It's
8.
making him sentimental.
Oh yeah, my heart's going as well. Like, I can't believe like that clutch. Fucking hell. Like, I didn't realize it was that close. Like, I thought I was like, I'm gonna just deal as much damage as I can to it before it deals the blow.
only
but-
an 8, Esmeralda.
Lovely. Now it is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
I'm sure it'll be very effective.
Briefly.
So, yeah, briefly, do I need to attack again, or is it already dead? Or dying?
Attack again.
I will attack again.
Overkill.
Silver short sword.
When did this become Michael's call? I'm trying to say, tell me what happens. If you let me get a word in.
Lovely.
We're
In
all
that case-
traumatized, John. We're all like, hit it again!
Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire!
It is crumpled against the wall, on fire
Nope.
already. Tell me
I think
what happens.
lovely. So she goes in with her rapier, and it's very great. So she's some of the old Esmeralda coming back as she does this, because really, since she's returned, she's not really quite been able to get her. She's still kind of sorting out her body and how it works and how it's changed. But as this happens, you can see like her fingers kind of remember what they used to be able to do, and she sort of just slides the rapier and just so gracefully, and it's actually quite beautiful. And she comes in quite close to the Revenant, and she grabs it by the collar if it has one. There's any
Sure,
rags,
yeah.
and she just comes up right close to those misty eyes, staring straight into his face. She says, "Not much, my friend." And she just, slides the blade into whatever would be an appropriate organ for a Revenant. I'm not really sure.
Definitely
And
the
as it falls back off your blade, the last thing it does is look with disgust at Asara and the werewolf behind you, which we will be getting to in a moment.
Yeah.
And it says,
This is not the end. We will return.
and this vessel dies.
Yes. Return, new body. I see.
Good.
I see. No, they'll be back. They'll be back.
Well, for now, anyways.
This one's especially pissed off because it just got back. That's why it was on the road. It was-
Yeah, that's right.
I
Actually,
don't have any.
Who did the killing blow? Xenicus, you killed one. Esmeralda, you
I
killed
killed
one,
one.
clearly. And was it Krieg, the other one?
I killed
Well,
two, I
it
think.
certainly
No.
wasn't me.
I think Xenicus killed 2.
I killed 2.
Okay. Well, Asara, because you had to skip a couple of turns there, I will give you a roll of the dice. Could you, Xenicus, Esmeralda, and Asara, please roll me a d20?
Okay. That is a 13.
Hang on.
Now, is this a
pen,
gift
pen,
or is this a curse?
pen,
Come on.
pen. Where's my pen?
I got a 10.
Hang on. Okay, so you said 13, Michael?
Yeah.
And 10, Asara?
Correct.
And Esmeralda?
I have an 18.
18, thank you. All nice and different.
We strive for variety.
Well, this one's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know what that's. Yeah, yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Uh-uh.
You almost killed someone today. None of that. Is this like gonna be an every 2 session thing? Really gonna try to do this.
You have like a pile of characters just on hand.
Hey,
I mean, we're gonna have to start making characters on hand for this stuff.
I don't know. Nobody gave me shade directly, but I was feeling kind of secondhand shade from the community for having such a non-fatal Strahd campaign. It has
Oh,
so it's all of your.
It has a reputation to
no complaints
upkeep.
from us.
We've had our token death, so let us continue without them now.
Okay, now, thank you all, everybody. Xenicus.
Yes. Oh yeah. Beginning my turn.
What happens?
I'm fine.
Oh. Okay, you see Xenicus.
Yeah.
Please describe what they see.
So like after like jumping on that thing, I was just still ripping at it that whole time as you guys were dealing with the last one, just pulling it apart, like tearing it with fire, like it's like flaming bits coming out of it as my claws are on fire. And just as I kind of stand up and see that the fight has ended, I kind of like you to see him kind of shake it off and then instantly kind of pull himself and like kind of crumples back into normal form.
Noted. And a huge welcome to Roll for Damage, Josh the Pirate. I hope you had a fantastic game, sir. And welcome on in there. Hey, Omi, good to see you. AJ, welcome, welcome. We missed you on Tuesday, and we will still see you in 2 weeks, though. Okay, now let me quickly. There we. Yes, there we go. Okay, so you are alone. The Revenants defeated in the chapel of the Raven Queen, no, of the Morning Lord. And as you exhaustedly look around, Xenicus, do you transform back?
Yep.
Okay, you transform back into your Eladrin form. And as you steady yourself against the pillar there, you see on the altar at the head of the chapel there are little cherubs and angels of Lathander carved into the bas-relief of the sunrise that is round the side. And there's a strange kind of discoloration which you kind of look at, and you see as the revenants slowly burn and dissipate, tears of blood are streaking the cheeks of these carvings on the altar of the Morning Lord. And unbeknownst to you all, in the graveyard of Kresk, and in the graveyard of Vallaki, there is a pitch and a heave to the sodden earth of the graves as two newly animated revenants in their new corpse bodies punch up from their entombed spaces once more into the cold, drab air of Barovia and clamber up out of the graves and set out once more on their mission to bring vengeance to Strahd's minions and to ensure that he stays in his own personal hell. But there were 3 revenants that died. And as these two punch their way up and clamber out of the graves in the towns nearby, the other revenant's spirit travels a little further afield. And in the remnants of a burnt-out windmill, the charred and broken corpse of Danica Martikov rises up once more and looks out towards Vallaki, towards the Wizard of Wines, where her unknowing family are in hiding. And with a revenge through the ragged, broken throat torn out by the night hag that you allowed to murder her as Danica Martikov, or at least the body of Danica Martikov walks once more.
Well, fuck.
And we shall stop there. It is getting very late. Sorry, Michael. Marin too, I guess, at this point. Not too bad for you still, is it? Yeah. But... so good. Yeah, there's a roll, as that's what that D20 is to roll where the Revenants are reborn.
Unbelievable.
And an 18, the top end of the rolls, an 18 is... It could have been a dead character if there was one. It says a dead PC or a notable NPC.
Oh my god!
You're welcome, guys.
Luckily, your first body turned to Smith.
Can you imagine if Asara had gone down and then you'd killed him and then Asara came back up as the
Instantly
And then
came
just
back.
That's what you're
no!
getting for, John.
Oh, that would have been amazing. But this is good. This is good enough. All right. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who's come on by. Roll for damage. I always feel like we're shortchanging you. I apologize that we always disappear as soon as you arrive. But to all of the wonderful people with Dreaded GM, Fried Dice Paradise, and Roll for Damage, 3 of our favorite channels. Absolute wonderful, wonderful to have you all here. Thank you for joining us in Barovia once more. And we shall continue to explore Argon Vostholt and see if we can find the final piece of Madame Ava's Tarokka reading and be fully prepared, or at least as best prepared as we can, to face Strahd at the Mother's Tomb in Castle Ravenloft. So, without further ado, if you want to see us again before next time we're in Barovia, tomorrow we'll be back in Avernus for Descent into Avernus as they are battling Arkan the Cruel and an adult wasteland dragon. Do see how they cope there. I may have my thirst for blood sated yet. And then on Saturday we'll be back with Candlekeep Mysteries, our next session, as they have arrived at Candlekeep, and we shall see just what happens as they set off on their adventures. Then, unfortunately, next Tuesday we're on holiday here in Japan, so we will not be playing Snout of Umgar, but next Thursday, Wednesday evening for the earlier session, if you're in North America, we'll be back in the Underdark. And once more, back in Barovia. An absolute pleasure, as always. Stick around as we head on raiding once more. Let us send all of you lovely people on to one of our other friends. But until next time, I hope it's very soon. If you haven't given us a follow already, do so, and we'll get you on over to our followers Discord. If that is not your thing and you would like to keep abreast of what is going on, do follow us on Twitter or YouTube there to get access to all the VODs and information that comes out. Some exciting things coming up in the future. And that'll about do us. Thank you, everybody. But until next time, as we say around these parts, enjoy the work of Patch, because he's a genius. And what are you assuming to say?
That's me.
Oyasumi!